one pivotal fight, and I believe are the wards that you chose for our Kidia wards in the game, are those wards around the 20-minute mark that they do try to go for the Tormentor, or was that, or did you choose different wards?
Those are the ones I chose in the end. I chose a lot.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know which ones they ended up with, but those were the most those were some of the most impactful in the mid game I've seen for a long time for like weirdly placed wards. And this is that clip. This is a really super pivotal Tormentor play. If Pure does not get ult off here, this game absolutely just collapses for them at this point. And you're looking at both a Radiant and Dire Observer placed around this Tormentor specifically for this fight. And I think it's one of the things in highlighting this overall fight that Falcons are really good at. This is a team that almost always has an observer for any fight they go into past like the 20-minute mark, and they're always trying to deward the enemy's vision in the middle of the fight. It's something you'll see Snaking prioritize a lot. In fact, the play where they also went on pure mid with the Hex later, there was a ward that they planted in mid lane as that play's happening. It's not that good a vision. Like this ward for them doesn't give you anything after this initial play, but they get the value out of it for this one single instance, and they feel like that's good enough to justify holding obs for those types of plays.
Yep.
Yeah, very good obs placed. Fortunately for Bedboom, that engagement did not end up going their way, and it did kind of spell the downfall for them for this game one. So we're going to find out what's coming our way for game number 2.
Wow.
Takes more than money to force a change. Takes more than time to heal the pain. Heart break will light the fire. Heart break will light the fire. Fire will light the fire. Fire will light the fire. Takes more than money to force a change. Takes more than time to heal pain. Heart break will light the fire. Heart break will light the fire. Fire
Yeah, the only thing is, at least for Falcons, you can flex it to the mid and off lane. So if you want, you can always end up into the DK. And I will say, seeing a Malrine or an Amar Timber is different to others. Like, you know, maybe it's like that small change of like 5 to 10%, like being more individually skilled. That could swing this matchup more in terms of how it should. But yeah.
I would be careful giving away too many bad lanes for this Dragon Knight, though. You could really end up in a situation where this hero has nowhere to go that you're happy with, and then he's just kind of dead weight on the map for the first 50 minutes. And I think when this hero's dead weight on the map, it's when he's the most susceptible, because as long as he has a good first 10 minutes or even a neutral one, and he can just get into the jungle and start cleaving camps, he's one of the best carries in the game.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have that kind of ramp, though, and he falls behind, you get on his side of the map, you're taking towers, which is something Timber can do. This hero's a big liability. So I think you really have to think about some of these other cores that Falcons play, particularly heroes like the Razor Viper, that are just going to make your lane non-existent, right? Other rotating supports, we saw the Enchantress game 1, like Snaking will take some of those heroes, just rotate in your lane, make it miserable. This is a pick I think you have to protect a little here. If you're
you do. Because there's also there's a lot of supports that will feel good with Timber that are annoying for DK. You know, it can be like Hoodwinked Lions that are just good with Timber, set it up. There's like post 5 heroes like Phoenix that are incredibly annoying for
I think
high damage heroes.
even Shadow Demon I think is
Yeah.
can be annoying for that hero. Look at the
that's-
Pugna. This is a Snaking classic at this point.
Yeah.
More tower push as well. Like, people underrate the early tower push of this hero, especially when you're snowballing lanes. He just deletes tier 1s, particularly that mid tier 1. There's almost no better hero in Dota for taking it for free if you can just chip it away. And again, you take towers versus the DK. He doesn't have the ancient camp priority. This hero kind of just becomes useless. Like, he doesn't deal damage. He doesn't...
It takes too long.
Yeah, it's
basically.
just slow.
I think the Pugna concept against DK is very similar to Pugna against Elk, where Elk really wants to snowball, wants to farm the jungle for 15 minutes, but against Pugna, it becomes very, very difficult. They go for the Shadow Demon. With the DK, you kind of have the Disseminate.
I think this was a necessary pick.
Yeah, I think so too.
The other issue with DK is you're a single target, and Pugna deals really well with these Blink initiators that go on one guy and have no AoE control, because he just sits there, decrep, drain the dude, your team fights over.
Yeah, you want the Purge for the decrep, I guess.
You need the Purge here to be able to commit in on the single target and ignore the Pugna save, which is another reason I thought Falcons were going to take the SD out of phase, because I think it's a support that blocks a lot of other supports in this meta can be obnoxious to pick into.
Yep, Crystal Maiden here. This is a very good support into the Timber. I think overall in the lane and in the game because of the Frostbite and your high magic damage with your Freezing Field. Gotta be careful with the Pugna ward, but...
I don't think you can play carry DK now, though. I really dislike this Maiden pick if it ends up being Maiden DK.
Yeah, I feel like that's...
Because you're going to lose that lane anyway.
The CM might be something to free up.
So this is like a mid DK, like
Maybe.
a dagger.
Because I also feel like the CM is more to I think free up a different 18 that makes you feel better against the Timber.
That's the only reason you pick it here, I think, is if you want to get aggressive and create a safe lane that's really hard for Falcons to pick into, which means you're throwing this DK somewhere else. Because if you end up with DK Maiden, Timber's going to free farm that lane anyway. So really, what are you getting out of this Maiden's early power and strength with the nukes? You're not getting any.
If you can't kill your lane, then the hero becomes redundant.
Yeah, exactly. That could easily be support Shaker here. If they really want to keep it open. This Timber Shaker lane in the off lane is also no joke. And it's kind of annoying for Maiden to play into because you can just control the equilibrium. But no, looks like Skeeter Shaker.
Wait,
back
is it mid bad? And
no, it's most likely carry Shaker.
Because they want a mid bad against the mid DK,
I mean, to be
right?
fair, the thing is, the bad can be flexed between 2 and 4. Like, they have the upper hand towards the end, if that's something they do want to do. But I think for now, it's Pugna 5, Shaker 1, and then you're 3-4.
Well, there's that Invoker that we know Kiyotaka hasn't lost a series on yet.
DK lane.
I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of that. I think they should have just gone for something else other than the Maiden.
Is there a chance that Mira will take the DK? It's not ideal, but might be possible.
I think no.
Okay.
The hero doesn't feel like an off-lane hero.
There's always a chance.
It's a possibility, but I wouldn't say it's
Like
incredible.
when you're playing it like a just rush dagger.
Yeah, you go some Mage Slayer Blink. There's some people that did it, I think, in maybe even the Quals for Bangkok here. I think Ace did it once or twice.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you put DK Maiden against Bat Timber, this Maiden is going to be 0-8 by 10 minutes.
I mean, Amar and
you're just gonna chain feed off this guy.
Yeah, they're gonna have a.
You flame break him back. He can't move.
dies.
He has 200 MS. He just gets chained up. DK sits and watches his carry feed, his core feed. I think it's a massive liability in the laning phase right now. And this Bat Rider is, I think it's almost guaranteed a crit hero because he knows he's just gonna walk up to this Maiden, flame break him, napalm, he's dead. Blood grenade. I mean, there is no counterplay really.
I mean, what can they look for here? Because let's say. we're playing with the idea that they need a new carry. I'm even looking at like the carry pool, and I can't find something that is like instantly coming to mind.
I mean, Gyros, yeah. I think Gyro is pretty decent.
Yeah, I think
to the
something
team,
like
though.
that.
I mean, the only one I can think is Luna, but we've not seen a lot of that
Yeah.
hero.
Nah, that hero is in the dumpster.
There is Weaver as well, which is a hero that maybe takes advantage of the lack of stuns here on Falcons. It's also a hero that can get on top of the Pugna backline a little bit.
10 seconds.
That's the
remaining.
only couple of carries.
Are those like good enough incentives to move your DK?
Probably
to the
not,
offlane?
honestly.
Because I think at this point they might just accept the L in the lane and play the CMDK.
You can. Another offlaner that comes to mind that we've seen a little bit is this Lycan. I think Lycan is actually pretty underrated right now. This hero just annihilates supports. It's a very difficult hero for things like the Pugna to play into. Timber doesn't catch him. I think Shaker gives you a free lane, so... And it's definitely in Miro's wheelhouse. This is a hero he's very comfortable playing. It's a hero that can... Even if your DK maiden lane doesn't go that well, the Lycan can delete a support and then give you extra physical damage in the fight.
I'm more thinking towards they want to have someone that can go and abuse like Sun Strikes and kill, split the map and try to go for pick off so that the DK can farm. And I guess Mars kind of does that.
I mean, Mars is good against, like, especially the support duo. I think, like, catching them down or, like, maybe even the Shaker Timber.
Yeah, it stops the Pugna.
The only... I like it, but there's also some flaws with the pick. That Bedboom's follow-up damage until DK has items is not very high. Like, Quasvex Invoker gives control.
This is a very slow line,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And especially because Timber has 2 strength cores he's going to be running into here. And in my opinion, he's going to have a very good lane. So who is stopping this Timber from just wreaking havoc in the game?
So what do you do with the bat? Do you think it's a okay game?
Just 4.
Yeah, just play 4.
Yeah.
Super good matchup. And now you just have a counter pick mid option.
Just pick Pango or something.
Pango, Void Spirit, Sniper.
Yeah, I think anything that is
Stomp.
like... Yeah, any of these heroes are fine. Like, just give your team like a little bit more team fight, help your team to like have some moves.
Cardell coming out, undefeated.
Let's see it. I will say I do prefer the other ones more.
You're talking about like the spirits.
Yeah, like
Void, Storm, Pango.
yeah, I think I prefer like Pango and
Does
Void.
that look like the face of a man who's about to pick Void Spirit?
No.
Not really.
Yeah, give me
But he does have a slight smile at the moment, so I would be the Pango.
Choose your hero.
I just feel like until they have daggers and clutch him out, this Pango is not really dying. And like when he's rolling, what are these heroes doing? Like you don't care about Arena, you don't like Invokers, CM, SD all want to start crying and leaving the game. I feel like this draft is a little bit harder than the last one.
For Bedboom.
For Bedboom. I mean, I didn't think it was like a huge margin last game. I don't think it's that huge here either. But I feel like ease of
don't know.
execution for me is on Falcons.
The way you're talking about it feels pretty hopeless.
Weren't
for
you the
Bedboom.
one with the Kiyotaka Invoker graphic at the start of the day, Kazu?
Yeah, but he's never lost with it.
Invoker God.
Yeah. I mean,
The
not...
Invoker God on his
No,
signature
not in
vote.
this game.
Shiva, don't listen to them.
Not in this game.
I think Bedboom has a better draft this game compared to the last.
Okay. What do they need to do this game, Winter? What's their game plan?
I don't know about that one.
Kiyotaka is the game plan. I think they have to try to use him to stop the Timber because the Timber is going to be pressuring your DK and he's going to be causing a lot of problems and they have to use the Invoker to stop that. Burn his mana, stop his aggression and slow him down.
I see Avery just shaking his head.
Winner's been playing too many C-pubs. I think this game is 80% Falcons. I think this Maiden is going to be 0-6 at the 10-minute mark.
This is just the NA hate against the CM.
This is just a complete outdraft. This lineup's way too slow. I don't know. Maybe Kiyotaka has the game of his goddamn career.
He might.
I just do not see it. I do not see it at all.
I think if they
declaring-
survive the
I'm
early game,
declaring-
CM is good against Timber. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Whatever, man.
No, Falcons they're definitely favorite. But to me also, like last game, these teams are good enough that it does, like, draft regardless. If you pull up with the gameplay, you can win. And Bedboom, honestly, in the last game, they showed me neither. So in this game, they at least have to come up with the gameplay to make it work regardless of what draft they have.
Well, you did say that they look like they're waking up. Bedboom is a team for Group B. That means they always had games in the second half of the day.
We're making excuses.
They had a warm-up game. There is a chance that they'll just, they needed that warm-up game and they'll smash back in game number 2. Let's see if they can or if this will be indeed a 2-0. We're heading over to Lyrical and Trent for the game.
Better damn well hope they woke up. I mean, that was a beatdown if I ever saw one last game, Trent. My goodness.
Yeah, big old slap on the back. That'll wake you up, I think.
Yeah, Group A over Group B is what I am hearing from the panel, and they're
Getting a
not
lot
here to
from the
defend
panel.
themselves a little bit.
No, it's very. They're actually arguing on the way out right now. Oh my God, he's throwing hands.
Look at him
God,
go.
Avery is just hazardous.
Winter, I have never seen him punch somebody harder, but I have seen it. Well, anyways, moving on from that one. Game number 2 on the line. Falcons facing off against BetBoom.
Yep.
And the big thing that I feel like I'm hearing is it's the same problem for BetBoom. Slow draft. Slow play.
Slow.
What's going on here? Don't they know the Falcons like to run at you?
You know, they have shown that before. They talk about a speedy lineup too. Yeah, there's no carry hero here traditionally on the side of Falcons, right? I mean, DK I've accepted as a carry now, sure, but Shaker, I'm not quite there yet. I don't know. Like, there's at least sometimes you have the carry out of the mid, like the Lina or the Sniper, but they go for this Pango in the end, so they're just very up tempo lineup here from Falcons.
I mean, that's
they say.
That's the thing to me that I feel like the Shaker out of position 1 role always feels like an enabler. So this is just like, okay, well, we're enabling killing you more, I guess.
Yeah, and taking all of your towers.
Right.
And that'll be the plan. It's a pretty good one, I think. I'm definitely looking forward to this Crystal Maiden game.
Okay.
One of my favorite heroes to play, and it looks miserable. So I'm you know, Winter was saying, you know, it's got some options versus the Timber, which is kind of true, right? You get some magic damage, you get some control, but yeah, versus a Bat, it's a bad time.
It's a bad time, and I think the thing that I'm curious about too is going to be when is it that BetBoom start to make some action happen, right? Because you've got CM Shadow Demon as your support combo. Not really aggressive.
Well, I'm hoping they fix their microphones from game 1 because it seemed like no one was talking in game 1 on
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes, the mics just cut out and they just decided not to make any calls. It was like everyone just got muted in the lobby or something.
Right. No, it's tough. And I mean, sort of to what I'm talking about, those are the pivotal moments in this game where you got to really make sure that stuff is happening. And who does it this game? Like, it's, I guess, kind of
Who
Invoker.
else but Kiyotaka God on the Invoker.
But who does he play with?
The panel started with the insane Invoker. Kazu knows. Who does he play with? He's Invoker. That's why he has so many spells. He doesn't need anyone else.
But Trent, Kezu was the one that gave us the graphic, and he's like, oh, this shit sucks. This isn't good, this game.
Kiyotaka Invoker. Undefeated.
All right, well, we'll see. Time will tell. Malreen at the moment is going up against him in the mid lane. You can see some tips being exchanged down on the bottom side of the map. Certainly an opportunity here for them to, I would say I want to see how they do in the laning stage, because I feel like you can get a little bit aggressive, although they're actually getting aggressive up top where Pure is taking a beating. Amar and Crit onto him first blood. That is not the way that you want to start.
No, especially when the tips are also coming there too from Malreen. He was throwing a few on Pure last game too. Must have been having a good time with him too. Non-hero did 81 total damage to Dragon Knight. Thank you, Pure, for finding that out.
I always love when we can get players on broadcast. It's so good.
It's nice of him to contribute finally. Yeah, they did figure out a weakness there. Instead of just chain feeding Crystal Maiden, let's just kill the Dragon Knight while she was still level 1, only had 1 spell. So now also at level 2, she still only has 1 spell. So there you go.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's not going to stop too much of the action that's coming their way. I mean, this is a bit of a problem, right? You take that Dragon Knight first overall, and then they have this Timber Saw as response to it in the lane, and you can see how quickly that can become a little deadly.
Yeah, and who has been the talk of this team too, of course? It's Pure.
Right.
So his hero, pick number 1, very good hero, but then lots of time to counter it. Then again, last game he got last pick with the Ursa, and that didn't go too well either. So perhaps the hero is more important to him than the actual positioning, the counters.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as long as he's able to get out of the laning stage, not completely destroyed. Only has 1 death, which seems like it's pretty okay at the moment. Amar,
4 heroes going to the hot tub.
well, they're not going to be able to do anything else there. Immediately realizing you cannot channel and get away.
You know, that's surprising because we saw all of BetBoom at the sauna yesterday.
That's true.
So I would think they would have some good practice when it comes to getting the Lotus Pool.
Not so much so. Well, to be fair, the Lotus Pool isn't the hot tub.
It's very watery, though.
That's
No,
true.
I guess they weren't out in the pool. That's
Yeah.
a good point. Of course, I haven't seen Falcons in the pool yet either.
Just back onto Pierre, and now a little bit of a rundown. Get him again.
Trent Avery's just like, I was this close. I said 0-6 Crystal Maiden. I was 0-6 DK.
My God.
All right.
You know, I don't always know everything about Dota, but I know having your carry die twice in 3 minutes, it's not a great start.
No. No, that is not what we would call ideal in the modern era of Dota. Or really any of the eras of Dota, if I could be so bold.
To be honest, it might be best in this era of Dota. And then if it was any others, well, let's see if they can get a little bit of retribution here now. Skitter, getting those poison stacks built up, and in fact is going to go down. Save takes him out.
With every passing death, the burden of Kiyotaka grows larger and larger as he just thinks and considers what he'll have to do. But thankfully, his teammates bringing someone else down, maybe? Can we get 2 in a row here?
Amar, oh no, oh no. You gotta run. Yeah, get back out of there. That was looking good for a moment. Amar started to take a good chunk of damage, but the turnaround can be pretty deadly.
He's also just hit level 4 and holding the point for the potential timber chain, so,
Okay.
you know, have to be a little bit worried. They have cut all of those trees already, though, so at least he'll be safe.
Ooh, fancy. You see the tornado for the interrupt there. And Kiyotaka dead even right now, Malrine.
And you hear some stacks being made there. That's crit already going to work there in the triangle.
And of course, nice little bonus of having this timber saw is you can play a little bit further away once that lane is sort of shoved out into his face. So making sure that he's staying strong and building up a little piggy bank for timber when he eventually gets to that point. Nero, in the meantime, getting all the CS that he wants down here. 22-7 versus the 16-7. Having a pretty good time against Skitter.
Yeah, Save went off and just planted a ward off to the west as well there. Maybe trying to keep an eye on some earlier rotations there too. Maybe snipe a couple couriers, but Snake King was watching his movement here, so doesn't look like he's going to snipe him with the sentry, but we're battling for the 6-minute power runes right now, top and bottom.
Crit runs into Katomi, has the pushback. The courier has the blood grenade. It's not quite delivered to him yet as Malrine picks up the shield rune. And yeah, Katomi actually,
he has no TP.
He's just dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shockingly, his first death of the game at 6 minutes.
I mean, it does show the problem with this hero. There's no answer for that. Skitter gets speared back. Nobody moving in for any type of a gank. So it just resets. Amar,
Yeah, he's getting close to 6 right now with all that time crit spent away.
that's
scary.
Yeah.
Oh, the twin gate. Oh, they're coming. Oh,
They're
lordy.
moving through. Oh, Pure having an understanding of what's going on. The timber chain through. They find their man. Fissure, that was a very ambitious TP from Pure. That's 3 deaths at 7 minutes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and you're also at, what, level 5? Okay, so yeah, he immediately skills his 2 points of cleave. He's like, all right, lane's over.
Yeah.
Time down to put the points in.
And in the meantime, they'll leave the Pugna up there to just clear through the rest of that tower with some nether blasts.
Now, that being said, he is still ahead of gold in terms of Skeeter.
That's true.
You know, this is not, we're being a little doom and gloom here. Skeeter's also being speared into a tree right now.
I mean, he's level 4. He's not having a good time either.
No.
So they managed to take down the Earthshaker. It's basically feeling like Amar versus Kiyotaka at this point in terms of like how much they're able to get done around the map. Pango might be the X factor in that one because it's going to be a little bit before Mars can get a blink.
Yeah, that's true. Slight advantage there. And then, of course, Snaking does have 3 points in the Nether Blast here, too. So, like, top tower's already done. And then you imagine Pango, while farming these stacks, Pugna can just kind of go mid and maybe start chipping away at that tower, too.
Right.
Arcane Rune's going to spawn in front of Malrine, but too risky to go for. He made the right call there. There was Vision as well as a Crystal Maiden and Invoker.
Understanding what's going on. Playing it safe. So we'll see if Kiyotaka wants to make any type of rotations with that Arcane Rune. Likewise, not a ton of stacks, it looks like, being built up on the Bet Boom side. They've sort of been sticking to the lanes a little bit more often.
I think any stacks of theirs would just be taken by Amar anyway.
Yeah, probably.
It's going to be taking away a lot of the space for Pure to maybe move into and farm as well.
EMP connection. Malrine drains his mana. Tommy looking for wards, not able to find any. It was a second one placed up on that cliff, which should get taken away here as Kiyotaka finds Snake King, immediately drops the ward, tries to walk away.
Oh, man.
And they don't
He's
feel
gonna get
confident to
out.
go on him.
They can't even kill the Pugna while Amar's stacking.
Like, that feels pretty bad.
I think they just pinged his ward, though. Kataomi did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vision. Okay, so that's good. Didn't get the kill, but they know the ward's there at the very least. Because you imagine Amara wants to start flexing this lane win, right?
Yeah.
Like, he wants to actually use this to go and kill and slow down other heroes. Now, that can either be by playing in the jungle and reducing the farm DK is going to have, or it can be by helping Snake King take that mid tower, I would imagine.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, regardless, Kiyotaka keeps sort of scouting around the mid lane. Did get his Obs and Sentry taken away. Speaking of which, the other one gets taken too. Katomi over to the side. They see the big stacked up camp here. Malrine thinking about going for a steal play. Now they see Kiyotaka. They just do not feel confident either
fighting into
team
the
in
ward.
making a team.
Fighting into the ward is just so annoying, man.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Malrine caught. Controlled for the
He's
moment.
got no mana, but can't quite get in there.
They're not willing to go for it.
Tower is under attack.
Snake King just walks away.
Whoa, Amar just found Pure. That was half his health.
Gotta run out.
See ya.
Gets away.
Yeah,
I mean-
Skater, not close enough.
Obviously, it's really hard to like find the right angle and to fight a fight. But when you catch Snake King 2 times in your jungle like that, then you catch Malrine in your jungle like that, and you're not able to find a kill, like that's gotta feel bad. I don't know.
That's a speedy little green goblin. He's lean, mean, and green.
It's true.
Ghostly goblin, I guess. Not actually a goblin.
I do not know the lore of Pugna, and I'm not sorry.
And I won't apologize.
Snake King. All right, surely this time. Surely this time. He drops down his ward, tries to run away. The slow is there. Frostbite. Decrep. Tornado. Done.
In the realm of Pugna's birth, near the vents of the nether
Stop it.
reaches,
Oh my
there
God.
stood a Lamazari devoted to the arts of oblivion, which drew its power from the nether energies. Wow, that's pretty... Wow, he's got a lot of lore.
Listen, I know Slacks got here yesterday. We don't need this.
I think this part where it says, he then snatched up the wand and amulet, saying, "Mine!" Wow, Pugna.
Is
All
it
right.
capital? Is it like
Oh, yeah.
capitalized?
No, but it's... No, just, there's an exclamation mark, though.
Okay.
So,
that's good.
you know, he was pretty serious. Within 5 years, the temple itself was another pile of ash, which pleased Pugna to no end. Spoilers, that's the last sentence. So, not sure what temple they're talking about, but either way, he did some work there.
That's amazing.
Radiant structures.
And currently, the temple's turning to ash. That's the mid
Dude,
tower.
I
'cause
really
he's doing his thing.
Okay, all right,
He's
there we go.
throwing the nether blast mid. Wow, no faith in the
Over
segue.
and over again. And they're taking down the bottom tower to boot too.
And what did the tower turn to?
It turns to ash and rubble.
There it is.
Snake King turning to ash and rubble himself. Never mind. Malrine double jump. Trying to find save. Little juke around. Does not manage to find anybody there.
Man, DK's a crazy hero, huh?
That's right. You gonna tell me his lore next too?
Nope, just the
Okay.
fact that he's got an armlet, treads, and look how farmed he is.
He is. He's
Think about
incredibly
this guy's
farmed.
life. This is disastrous start to his game.
3 deaths for 10 minutes.
There was a Timbersaw in his jungle taking half the camps.
Oh, Miero.
All right, that was kind of swag.
That was good.
See you later.
Again, when arenas are being used for highlight reels to keep yourself alive,
Listen,
It-
you hater,
I-
okay?
look, I'm
They're
just saying.
currently invading and chasing the
I'm
Timbersaw.
just saying, can they get him? Amar
1,800 HP.
found. Timber chain through, not gonna happen. The damage it's out isn't enough. Yes! Amar
This could
goes
be an
down.
insane Rolling Thunder.
Oh,
He doesn't
well,
have it for
used
30 seconds.
Yeah. They do manage to kill off
But
the
man, if he
CL.
had to head it back,
All right, it would have been amazing. They'll bring him down. So a 2-for-1 exchange, but the one they got was the highest net worth hero in the game, Amar.
I consider that pretty good. They did drop a ward on the way through, but it doesn't look like there's any sentries around it, so that's good. Maybe they'll give him an idea of where to go next. They can try and make another aggressive maneuver. Kiyotaka currently stalking Skeeter up top here, but needs some help.
This guy just loves running around in Ghost Walk. Ever since they made those changes where you can invoke, it's really nice.
Oh, look how just stuck in the bog he is, man. He just
it feels
opens with
bad.
Ice Wall.
It's just like a frozen death that's happening. Although, oh, the turnaround, the Echo. Tries to turn on to Kiyotaka, but Snake King not going to be able to keep his buddy alive there, instead opting to go for the kill. Malrine makes the move over, and
Okay,
now the
now
Rolling
it's
Thunder
back.
trying to find Kiyotaka. Does he have enough for the finish? He jukes up. No, he went down. No kill.
Yeah, the sentry not going to connect there. Oh, Kiyotaka maybe if he comes back in. Looks like someone pinged it, saying, hey, they dropped a
Oh
sentry.
my god, he's going for the Wisdom Rune. He's going to get it.
Oh.
Oh, that is frustrating.
Save grabbed the other one, too, so that's going to be double wisdoms for them.
Oof. Does he manage to get a kill here, too, as they come over for it?
Radiant
Dude, he's thinking about it. Oh, he wants it. Kiyotaka. They drop down a sentry ward and immediately find Snake King. Snake King? Okay, no. Decrep, he's done.
Yeah,
He just
no,
wanted
no,
to let
there.
him know that he took it, though.
Yeah, he thought about it. Space as well for Pure, who is closing in on that top spot. He has surpassed the Pango. He's catching up to the Timbersaw, showing why this hero is so coveted by everyone. Pure standing in the ancient camp accidentally at the
Oh,
15-minute mark.
That's fine.
Walked 1 pixel too far, unfortunately. Luckily, we didn't watch that, so that's good. And Snaking again tries his tricky little play.
God, 8 HP.
Not enough nether energies on that play, I don't think.
That's got to be frustrating. Kiyotaka, man.
They're wrapping behind on Skeeter up top here on the tier 1 as well.
If they find him. Miero there with, but gets the spear.
Warning shot.
Finding more. Pure to the side. Malrine jumps in. Wants to. Oh, Miero's in a dangerous spot right now. He's going to die. Can they get any more? Katomi low. Katomi dead. The trades continue.
Yeah, they're okay. Not terrible, not great.
Snake King trying to stay alive. Life draining the catapult. Doesn't manage to get the deny.
Yeah, no play on that one. That tower was at 15 HP. Dire Tower at 8 right now. So
Right.
potentially a good time to deny here for Bet Boom, you would think. But Kiyotaka wants those maybe TP plays in. And the Manta now done here for Kiyotaka, so could that defensive option as well as just the ability to grab these kills with alacrity. 10 seconds faster than this patch's fastest. Wow. That's the second record in a row.
Yeah.
Phylactery on the Morph, now Manta on the Invoker.
Finding Crit. Misses on the spear. Crit trying to do what he can to stay alive. Sunstrike not going to connect. So the Bat does survive here. And they take out the ward too.
Okay, not what they were hoping there.
A very weird game. And now that Miero does, he's starting to move around and stuff, it feels like Bet Boom have a couple of different avenues to take fights. But it's basically just around Miero, like walking in or Invoker.
Radiant are scanning.
They're going to try again here on Skeeter.
Connects.
I like how they're hitting their spells and they're still just like, wait, is this enough?
Yeah, they just
Like,
run away.
Is this a thing?
Well, they showed mid now, so now that
Yeah.
signals that okay, they're not going to get him.
I don't know if it was a Sunstrike thing and the Invoker's being gone on, but I mean, Sunstrike's just, it's not that high right now anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't really know if it's the make or break on these picks.
It does feel very disconnected at this point.
They're going to run into Amar here.
Pops his BKB, which he has. Now finding Kiyotaka, looking for the slowdown. Doesn't quite connect on the Chakram, but that's the lasso.
Okay, that's forced out though, and Kataomi's still alive. Get some more spells off.
Does eventually die. Now the spear connection. Keeping control of Amar, who will Timber Chain away. 2 for 1 in the end.
I would say that, at the end of this draft, definitely worried about some speed from Falcon being a bit too fast here for Bet Boom. I would say at this point they have weathered the storm.
Yeah.
DK has taken the top spot. They didn't really steamroll them as fast as maybe you would have expected, considering this Pugna and the quick lane there from the Timbersaw, how fast that top tower was knocked down. But Amar, despite, from our point of view, I feel like he did a lot of things right. Like, he took away a lot of the farm from the DK. He forced him into the outer parts of the map. You would think it would slow him down enough. But this hero gets an armlet, and it's still just this fast.
Yeah.
He just farms.
He'll find it somewhere. It's really true. And the fact that Kiyotaka has been able to get so many kills has meant that his farm has not fallen off, right? Imagine a different world where, you know, Falcons is not getting these couple of pickoffs here and there, whether it's Snake King, whether it's Skitter. Suddenly, you know, you swap those two spots, and it feels a lot worse when it's just DK that's farmed.
Now, that all being said, we are starting to hit some time. It's kind of similar to last game where I was maybe a little worried, and then they scooped up that Aegis, and it just completely changed the way that I saw the game.
Right.
And they just kind of ran it from there. The Agnums is now done for Skeeter. So last game I was more concerned about his initiations and his jump-ins. This game there are some annoying ones, but there's not the same like quick reactions from some of the cores, unless you manage to hit a really nice tornado. But
Pure shows not an easy kill without the Timber Saw, and even with him, it's not easy. But as he makes his way over, Pure does back out. Nobody's showing on lanes for a moment. He goes all the way back to base. With the BKB, he's still that worried about it, and with good reason. We'll see that CM is going to die. Heads up read of the game right there by Pure.
yeah, happy to give that away as well, as long as there's some farm happening elsewhere on the map, which there is. Miro is down bottom. Yotaka as well as saves up top here, so pushing into other parts of the map here while they kind of give up their CM mid. Miro kind of in a dangerous spot though, trying to farm up his BKB. Going for this wave could be hazardous.
They move down this direction. He should just TP out here though and crit. Oh, they get him.
Dude.
The vision. Oh man.
Was he TPing top?
I'm not sure where he was TPing, but wherever it was, he got caught. Although
All right,
they
that was
managed to
cool.
get the kill onto Bat nonetheless. So Miero, something for nothing there.
All right, could have been worse. But, you know, still a solid trade, I suppose, for Falcons. Then again, they also lose their tier 1 up top here. 21-minute Wisdom Rune, 4 seconds away. Amar, he doesn't stay for
Stay
these.
in.
He knows.
Thinking about a roll. Have they stuck around a little bit too long? Kiyotaka, they find him. Dusted, pushing back and forth. Does not have a great answer for this.
Classic
The Invoker
Pugna.
controlled. Snake King lives. They do immediately break that freezing field from Katomi. Meanwhile, off to the side, the right clicks come in. Malrine starts to drop it. Skinner takes down the CM. They cannot keep that Pango alive. And the rest of Falcon sort of dodging away barely sepsides from that Sunstrike. Now the fissure, the lasso connection, Pure going down here is big. So they get a pretty important kill there onto Bet Boom. Still, Bet Boom, they got the Wisdom Rune. They still managed to take down the Pango.
They did get the Wisdom Rune, but, I mean, that's pretty much what Falcons were saying, is that you can have the Wisdom Rune, because if you come in here, we're going to win this fight.
Right.
But I think that was a good read, like just backing away for a little bit there on the Timber Saw, and then knowing that they're going to have the reinforcements in time from Skeeter. A little bit of in and out on that fight there on the Shaker. Played it really nicely. Never really got locked down. Blew up the CM, stopped the ulti right away, and then just knocked her down. Then the final totem kill as well there on Pure. That's already put him into the blink with all of that, and then the BKB will be next.
14-11 as they set up and try and take this Tormentor. Kiyotaka again runs in this direction. That is underneath a ward, though. So we'll back out as Snake King gifted Aghanim Shard.
Radiant are scattered.
He's had a great game on this Pugna. That last fight starts off with him jumping the Pugna. He barely survives. Decreps, ultis. Just the worst case scenario.
Right, even when he's dying, he's sort of creating some pretty good value there. And Bet Boom going to head into the Roche Pit. For the first time this series, they're the ones that are taking a little bit of control of this map.
They really need
Getting
this.
the objectives.
They just got the BKB on Miro too, right? Pure's still at 9 seconds. Who did give it to? I kind of like Kiyotaka.
I could be down for that. I mean, I think it's always weird. Like, Pure is the obvious choice.
Yeah, they're just going to do it. I mean, that helps for sieging.
Right.
I definitely agree with that.
The thing is that's always weird about it, though, is the transformation hero component, right?
Yes, it always feels kind of strange.
We'll see if it ends up coming back to bite him or not. As Falcons, they are smoked and heading over this direction. Can they catch them as they're separated? Dire scans, and they kind of get what's going on now. Immediately retreat back to their triangle. Now, there is a really good ward here that was placed down earlier by Falcons, and this one has not been taken away. Can they find the rest of Bet Boom as they're separated? Katomi is waiting over there to break a smoke.
They've gone way back, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's ready to give it up for the team right now, that Crystal Maiden. And they're going to grab that Tormentor and reward him. Yeah, the Shard now for the Crystal Maiden. So, the Crystal Clone.
Amar is still just sitting on this ward, hoping that he can find somebody going in, or rather just getting the farm. And yeah, now they'll take it away. So that's also a Hurricane Pike completed now for the Invoker. We saw in the last one what can happen if you don't have a defensive item on this hero against the Pango. Feels pretty bad.
It's true.
And Zaka finds crit. Couple more right clicks. Sunstrike doesn't even need it. Very strong hero now.
Yeah, you just get tagged up once, and so many support heroes, you're just dead. Yeah. You don't really have any way to try and survive. And even if you do have a survival tool like Pugna, you can still kill you with Tornado. So doesn't have detection though, so maybe do really well with your Glimmer. We'll see.
Yutaka, he spots Amar there. They're TPing in a couple more. Snaking, spots him, dust is out. And now runs in, wants to find the kill on to the CM and will get it. BKB TP out.
Meanwhile, they're still smoking in mid here too with Miro and Save. Could perhaps cost Mal. Ooh, man. Oh, he just used everything. Are you going to jump here? Oh,
Thinking about it. Didn't get the roll up in time. In trouble. Malrine tries to get out. Not going to happen.
They get saved. Skeeter jumps in, but there's still a Dragon Tail.
Self-disruption. Now Crit runs in. Lasso there onto 2. Amar out. How much damage do they have for Fury? Pops the BKB. Skitter on control. He's going to die. Now as this BKB wears out, Pure is still way too strong to run in at him.
I think he assumed Dragon Tail was down. I would have too. Like when you make that jump in like that, because of the way that the Pango died, but because Pure used the Mask of Madness, they were just trying to burst him down as fast as possible without chain stunning.
Right.
And then Skeeter jumps in and trying to just blow up Save and ends up kind of dying because of that.
Well, a 5,000 gold lead now. Bet Boom. Heading in strong into this sort of mid-game window and taking full control of the map with this Aegis. Snaking, looking for a snipe. We'll get it.
Dire's bottom tower
The
has
pesky Pugna. He never stops.
Yeah, try to find some benefits here on this map. He might get found out by Kiyotaka, though, who... Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, he knows exactly where he is.
Yeah. Dust already out. Decrep Tornado.
Thanks for the bonus gold.
Yeah, he's going to kill that ward, too.
Plus 80.
Jeez. Oh. That is a much bigger kill.
That's just the Silver Edge. Silver Edge
Wow.
stuff. That's Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight.
Dude, this hero is crazy. What the hell?
That's crazy. Yeah, let's see it again.
Full HP, broken
Boom.
mask, just done. Holy moly.
That was pretty good. Yeah, Miro likes it. He's dancing. He's got a gem purchased by Kataomi.
And Bet Boomer's slaying. This looks too easy for him. They're getting everything they need.
All right, what changed from last game, Gabe?
I mean, you know, the panel talked about it. We'll let them talk about it more later.
I wouldn't want to take their job. Tell
Exactly.
you about the game.
Jumps in, Pure Age is gone. Arrow, stun, connection. How much do they have? Snake King, he's still living. He's not dead yet.
Dude, he's the king.
Disruption and the control. Pure in further trouble. Snake King starts to take him down. Does have the BKB TP out. Not enough to get the kill. Katomi, the only one that's going to end up falling there. Yeah, I'm you know, leave that to the experts.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't want you to, job security. That is a good high ground defense. That's the enemy pushing in with Aegis, trying to assert that this one's over, give up now. Gotta think twice about that at this point. There is, however, an amplified damage invoker roaming the streets. Be warned.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Miro. Hold on. Oh.
Okay, disruption at the same time there from save. Double save.
Marine.
Yeah, Keytalk doing some math here.
He's thinking about it. He stuck around a little bit longer. That might have been a dead little Pangolier. Only 6K gold lead at this point isn't insurmountable, but it's still a testament to how strong BetBoom is. To me, at least, it feels like that next Roche fight is going to be where things could change dramatically, and Falcons not wanting to wait until that point. They're smoking out now. Heading down south, save.
Did you know you can find pangolins in Thailand? I just
didn't
googled
know
it, and you
that.
can. That's pretty cool.
Slacks, you're on it.
We're like in the land of Pangolier.
It's amazing. Maureen shows on mid. And they're not connecting on anybody right now on Falcons with this smoke. They lay down a ward, nobody in the area, and even the people that are down bottom, they're playing it safe, just farming up camps.
And now it's a counter smoke here from BetBoom.
Yep.
Time for them to move out here, perhaps bait Kiyotaka a little bit here. He's trying to figure out who popped the smoke, how to get involved.
This is a little bit dangerous running into this area. Falcons are playing around a really good
I've
ward
seen
right
this
now.
movie before.
Yeah, this has happened many times. If they don't get the right jump right at the start, they see Maureen, gets up to the high ground, revealed immediately, great reaction time. Now BetBoom not taking the fight that they want.
Crit
They
gets
kill off
four
Crit,
shot.
does have buyback.
Oh, the broken timber.
Mar, BKB, TP out, cancels that TP, decides to go in with Skinner, the combination, but Amar, he didn't have enough to survive. The disruption is there. Kiyotaka is dead. The rest of Falcons now need to make a choice. Do we disengage? Do we buy back and take this fight?
I don't know. Skeeter, I don't think you can get out of this one. You got to fight.
It's a tough one. Skeeter there. Batrider buys back. Now they go in for more. Not buying back on Amar yet, but they do have control over Pure. Gets the stun
What a
before
stun.
the stun came out on him.
The
Now
save.
the Batrider saved again for the moment, and now this buyback feels really bad. Crit is dead again.
Dragon
The
Knight.
Pure Dragon Knight. He's just too damn big.
Dude, the supporting cast, well played around their Dragon Knight, letting him stand big and tall. First he jumps in, I mean, great beginning of the fight there to just burst down that Batrider as well. After what looked like a cool opener from Malreen, right? With the dodge and the spear on the high ground.
Yeah.
You think, okay, maybe we get a shot, but they just clean up everyone else around them after that. He got the clutch stun on the Skeeter when he jumped back in, then the buyback lasso, immediately denied from save. This is kind of BetBoom that we were looking for in game one.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, again, you think you can get that
That
off,
was
but
sick. Oh.
I mean, imagine how different that is, right? If he doesn't get that stun off, that's probably a dead DK. You have your, carry shaker right on top of him hidden. No luck.
Oh, it's not luck, it's skill.
That's fair.
Well, that's a 10K lead now. And
Yeah.
Roche, oh, that was a quick one, I believe.
Fast.
Just spawn back up here and save. Well, he's already there. So Pure is quickly hustling his way over here.
And this is going to be satanic for the Dragon Knight pretty soon. Roche comes
He's already
over.
looking pretty hard to kill. There's a fast answer, though, from Amar.
Yeah.
Likely knowing this was coming. Does have the Shiva's Guard completed, so some assistance there.
Not a natural Scotty buyer on Falcons.
No, you're definitely, you're Shiva-ing for sure.
And a full hex completed. And look at this, BetBoom. Taking the safer option. The smoke comes in. Ward, they're on top of it. Oh, they find him. Amar caught. Maureen gets the roll up, and now the roll forward. Finding Miro, forces out that BKB. Do they want to go for more now? BKB, they connect.
Where's
Pure
the help?
in trouble. The control. Where is he? He gets there in time. Disruption comes out, but they kill off the Shadow Demon. That might be enough for Pure to lay waste to the rest of them, though. Skidder in trouble. Skidder dead. Snaking, Decrep. The control, the life drain. Amar on the east side of that fight does eventually
He's
get brought down, but
1v3-ing.
Pure is taking down all the rest of them.
Someone kill him!
Oh, Armwa toggles abound. All the rest of it, Pure finally falls. Maureen held in place by Kiyotaka. And with that Hurricane Pike walk away, do they have enough to get out of here? Manta punches, Flame Break, pushes him, he gets clipped, held up on the high ground, getting pulled all the way around by these Manta illusions.
Oh, that's a buyback from Pure.
How much do they have in the tank? They gotta run. Yeah, Malrine backs out.
They really don't want to give up this Invoker. Bringing back the DK, that is costly. I mean, that is guaranteed Aegis is what they're
Right.
assuming with this.
Yeah, there's no way that you give this one up now.
Okay, that's kind of risky. It's going to cut their lead down by a little bit here.
And, I mean, as we saw in that last fight, if they can control the Shadow Demon, Pure will die in, like, a chain stun, you know?
Yeah, man.
With the Mar on top of him.
That blink save was clutch.
Yes.
That was very close. He died immediately after. Like, blink save, and then save was just gone.
Right.
But that's all he needs. Good disruptions. And, of course, with the buyback, he's going to be taking that Aegis here.
Level 25 now on Dragon Knight.
Oh, goody.
What a
26,
monster.
in fact.
He is very difficult.
Dude, they are not even close on Falcons.
No.
To a 25. The closest is 22 of them are.
13, 5, and 3. After the start that he had, like, the fact that this is where the game has gone to is absolutely insane to me. This big goal is
It definitely shows you why all those first phase Dragon Knight bans are there.
Yeah, honestly.
Radiant are scanning.
Still, it is not an insurmountable lead for Falcons, but BetBoom clearly in a pretty strong position at this point. As we're going to take another look at, okay, here's just a highlight reel. You know, there's something that I'm seeing
There's
over
something
and
savage
over.
about the replay team. This to me. It's all about it. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's that. It's the opening edits. Just get me every morning.
Oh, yeah.
I am just dying in my chair every time they play. Tim's Hortons.
I think that I could probably, from memory, count the number of hairs that Jenkins has on his upper lip. Like, that's how many times I've seen it.
Well, I mean, there's one thing about this game, and BetBoom probably not super concerned about it dragging on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. Like, again, we talked about it. There's not really a carry hero on Falcons.
No.
Not in the traditional sense of scaling and damage and stuff. Like, Shaker, of course, there is the wombo combo wildness. You get cleave on the Ags and stuff,
Right.
and maybe he buys Daedalus and, you know, you blow up. But it's not consistent. It's not reliable compared to things like DK and even Invoker.
I mean, how many BetBoom games have we cast where, like, they just keep going late? They feel confident that they're going to be able to win in the late game, and so they don't, like, try and overextend with their positioning.
We're also in the home of late game, which is Southeast Asia.
That's right.
So
Absolutely.
It's only fitting that they should be dragging some out down here.
And I think that, like, it's also a situation where, okay, in the super duper late game, it comes down to positioning and some other stuff. Well, all right, they didn't go in. They pull them in pretty far. Trying to back away. Snake King's still alive. Pure, 2 hits and he is dead. Now, Malrine trying to control the very back line.
It's almost like they were waiting for the save to come in and it just never happened.
Stun on stun. A Hex is out there too. Chakra him out. BKB used by Miero. Now Pure is still under control, but it's Amar that forced to pop the BKB and he runs away.
Not a whole lot spent here. We've lost the Dragon form for another 30 seconds though. So that'll slow down the actual damage of Pure, but
They do
will
have
that
Glyph.
matter?
Right.
Glyphing during not Dragon form? That's a win.
And they'll use a counter glyph now too. But yeah, without Lasso, any hope that you have trying to defend this is pretty much gone. Maybe it stops the second lane of Rax. I mean, and I'll say, I'm liking what I'm seeing from BetBoom here. Like, yeah, you probably feel confident going super late game, but also take advantage when you're ahead like this and they can't do anything to you, right? Like, put some pressure on. I like it.
All right, next Dragon form. Support's still back there. Blink Dagger waiting on save.
Crit needs a little bit longer until he's got that Lasso back up again. And in the meantime, BetBoom still feeling confident.
Throwing out the old Shadow Cleanse. Demonic Cleanse, sorry.
Dealing with the creep wave. And BetBoom, 1 full lane of Rax down. Do they stick around for more?
They just dropped a sentry down here too, knowing that
Yeah.
Kiyotaka's being sneaky.
Send in the DK illusion. Start hitting towers. Hitting buildings.
Ooh, blink in from Pure.
Thinking about
Lasso.
it. Second salvo. Do they have enough to bring him down once? No. BKB Satanic back up to full HP. Hex immediate on that Lotus there. Miero in some trouble. And now they're onto the Shadow Demon. Can't quite get enough for the kill.
That was crazy.
Onto Miero. Do not have the
he blinked
chain
out.
lockdown, and they still get away on the Shadow Demon.
That was nice. Skeeter missing out on the Echo Slam, trying to give them an advantage in this fight.
Not
But
happening.
save, finally getting saved himself.
Yeah, this one is feeling rough. We're at the side of Falcons. Betboom continuing to hold on to a pretty extensive advantage here in this game.
Yeah, they're just going to back it away now. Only about 10 seconds left here on this Aegis, so not worth the high ground risk. And Pure, he's so filled up on slots right now, he's looking at a Moon Shard.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Sounds good.
Juggling too much with the backpack, he says.
You know, could get himself an Aghanim Scepter if he wants to. Why not?
Oh, Kiyotaka's making plays in the base. He almost killed Crit.
Nice. Well done, well done. Snaking nearby to help out, though. And, I mean, this is where it starts to feel pretty rough for Falcons, too, of, like, just trying to get anything around the map. But there's a decent chance that you just get picked off and die, and then you're stuck inside your base. Oh, AC done for Pango. Not the item that we see the most often.
Yeah, he's been working on that for a while. Obviously, just kind of helpful. It is a lot of just pure jumping and blowing people up right now, so
Interesting.
help survive.
And the ace, or rather the plate mail was done for the Shaker too. With Shiva's already done, that one's going to be burning a hole in him for a little bit.
I think I was just, he just needs it,
Yeah.
I think. Like, the plus 10 is just way too value.
Right.
It's casual plate mail, as we say.
Well, Timber, Aghanim Scepter done. Top of the double armor items, and now eyeing up the Sanj, or rather the Kayayasha. I had 3 choices, and I went for the one that he doesn't have. Everybody hiding behind the trees. That ward placed down. Will they see what's going on? Sunstrike used. Pure in full vision. They know that there's little to no way they'll get that kill. But likely waiting for that next Roche spot unless something else happens here. Somebody comes to try and farm these Ancients. It's kind of a cool setup for them. But you can see Betboom playing it safe.
Yeah, it's how they would win a fight. It's also another clustered area, which is their best shot with the Shaker.
Right.
It's not even just the Echo Slam anymore either. It's because of the Slugger. Like, at this point in the game, the max health as damage could be kind of crazy, depending on the hero he kills. It might just win you a team fight. Who knows?
Yeah, that's fair. It is a good chunk of damage there. But Betboom, they split up. They go start fighting, or fighting creeps rather.
Man, and I tell you, that's a fight they're going to win.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong about that one. Hugna also eyeing up a Blink Dagger. What, we've got 20 seconds till we see how long Roche is. They get Octarine Core completed on the Shaker.
He's almost 25 as well, but even now the Enchant Totem, 3.8 second cooldown. That's pretty speedy. Smoked up now. Here we go.
Are scanning.
Trying to see if they can find a pickoff into potential Roche spawn if it's fast and early, but it's going to spawn in 1 minute and 53 seconds. That'll be the timer.
Let's see.
Trust me.
Let's see.
Oh my god,
53
no!
seconds.
Shouldn't have went for the minute.
Children, Pure gets it. Disarmed, but getting away.
He's disarmed. Team, I've been disarmed.
Hex now. Onto the bat, backs away. And Maureen up on the high ground, thinking about it. I mean, here's the thing, right? 16,000 gold lead is a lot. If the whole team is separated, though, that gets cut down very quickly.
It's just one hero.
Oh my god, with the Children, he has 6,000 HP. 54
With
armor.
Satanic. Oh, he's okay. Here we go.
Glimmer, glimmer, run, run.
Snaking gets the glimmer during the Dragon Tail. That was hype.
Well, dragon form down, Trent.
They did it.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, they're going to be just in time for this Roche. Oh, they actually didn't look.
Whoa. Oh, that's got to be frustrating. Okay, now smoke up from Falcons.
Tower is under attack.
Dude, they were a second away from being in there as Roche was spawning.
So they're going to go top, smoke everyone, and just push the base because they know that Falcons are going to go play for Roche?
I mean, maybe.
Or are they just trying to come in from behind them? This is kind of crazy.
I'm not sure. I mean, this is
Because there's a lot of time left on Roche. Like, they could just lose it.
Yeah, which is maybe what's going to happen. Because they're also not going to the base.
Dude, I would be so confused as Falcons right now. Where are they?
Dude, if they get this Aegis, there's no way that
Yeah,
they
but look,
do.
Kiyotaka, he's got Alacrity creeps. Like, he's hitting the door.
Right. Yeah, they're starting to take down that tier 3 tower, but they're ready to go in for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, are they actually going to get this Roche? They're not going to check.
No, he sunstriked.
No, but he was.
Oh, yeah,
they didn't
exact.
see it.
Yeah.
Them going into it.
They know.
Bet boom. Oh no.
I mean, I don't know. They might lose their top racks. I don't think this is too disastrous.
It's not too disastrous in terms of like the state of the game, but like for how much control they had over it, don't you think that like that shouldn't have happened?
I mean, it is kind of funny. They were quite literally 1 second away from the Shadow Poison Vision just showing the Roche when they went through. And yeah, they definitely didn't get anything of substantial value. All they got was a ranged racks up top. So, okay, yeah, I'm on your team now.
The only other thing that I would say is that like I think is bet boom, you know, you take a deep breath, you let this pass, you just realize, you know what, we're good going to the late game, no tilting off of this. They're still in a perfectly fine position. That's all that's got to be done.
I do like the Aegis on Shaker.
Yeah.
That's an annoying hero to have the Aegis on.
Now, here's a question. Do Falcons try and do anything with this Aegis?
I think running around and trying to get some random deep wards would be kind of nice.
Okay. But you don't think that they're like in a position where using this they can try and like shut down the map or anything, or
No,
Bully away
I'm
Bappo.
just... I would look for picks, but you don't take over the map. You don't own the map.
right?
The deed is not yours.
Okay. You're renting the car.
Yeah, that's for
Okay.
sure. It's high interest too. It's not even good.
Okay.
It's a bad deal. Oh, crit's dead.
Oh man.
It happens fast.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, but you got to sort of push out these lanes. He actually doesn't have buyback, and
No, he does not.
wow, time to get a bounty rune.
This is why they're renting.
Okay.
Oh, now Skeeter, he's next on the list.
Ooh.
The pure hit list.
I mean, he has
That
Aegis.
crit was so much.
He has BKB when he comes out, and Blink. BKB tries to get away.
He's refresher. So
And second one, are they going to go all in
They
on
got-
this? They are going to. Katomi and Disc already procced. Now Reen running back and forth, trying to take down these squishy supports at the beginning. Pure finds the back line, gets the kill, and then there's no crit in this fight, but jumps in the Shaker! That's what they needed, but he didn't pop it! No! You need your BKB! Oh, that was so close!
It's a lot of buttons.
Oh, that was so close.
He's saving it for buyback. He's a genius.
Okay, okay. Bet boom. Played it absolutely perfectly here. They run in. Amar wants to find a target. They're right onto Katomi. The Frostbite's there. Lotus out. Now the lasso connects onto Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka's gone. Maybe an opportunity here. Pure trying to walk away. Where's your BKB? They are still chasing, hunting, wanting to kill Pure.
Dusted.
They find him. The stun, the control, the damage. It's looking like it might be enough. Pure being brought low and killed. That is what Falcons were looking for.
one more?
And
Not able to connect there with the Fisher, but Skeeter, he's going to kill these waves. Oh, I mean, is it Malrine? All right. He almost found himself Miro, but he's going to get out.
holy moly.
That's a pretty solid defense there, considering the situation.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that Roche was it all.
Is under attack.
Or perhaps that genius bait from Skeeter.
Scanning.
I mean, the fact that Pure didn't have BKB for second fight is pretty huge. Now, finding Save. Save's going to try and blink away. Miero is here, too. In the meantime, guys, your base.
Yeah, they're trying to make something happen here.
Lasso, connecting. Katomi.
He's got by.
The last couple of minutes have looked pretty good for Falcons. Bet boom, can they re-find their footing? There's the Hex now. Connection onto the Pango. Pango in trouble. Swash to walk
Snaking's
away.
coming.
5 stacks. He's gone. Still a lane of racks potentially for the taking. Kiyotaka back up in 10 seconds. How much can they
there's
get done?
2 heroes. They got to force something here.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to buy back for this.
Yeah, getting the racks is good. Just at least force that down. Invoker respawns. He's going to TP up to the tier 2.
Trying to find
Perhaps
somebody.
snaking.
Snaking's there. Doesn't have detection down.
Yeah, but now he knows.
They see him. Amar hunting. Kiyotaka chased. He's dusted. Can they run him down?
He
Manta
might
out,
need the
though.
BKB.
Yeah. Well, there it is. BKB out. Skitter's still living. Fissure out. This fight has gotten really weird. And now
he has
Kiyotaka
no
is caught.
buy.
He's in trouble. Kiyotaka controlled Echo, but the save coming from Save. Can they
Now
keep
Miro?
him alive long enough? They're trying desperately. Miro in there. They got the connection. They still haven't bought back on Pure. Somehow.
A save's a god.
Dude, they kept him all alive. What an absolute performance. Blows up in the end.
No way. He has no right being alive right now. Yeah, you better be tipping save. I want to see every tip that's left on this team thrown on this Shadow Demon right now. He has saved this game so many times. It must be how he got the name. It's the only explanation.
Honestly. Oh my God.
That was almost a Invoker gone again for another 90 seconds. That would have been tragedy. And instead, Pure is in your base killing your Batrider, who Crit has been pulling out some clutch grabs at the end of this game, trying to pull Falcons back into it by pulling in these enemy heroes. But he's going to have to buy back now. He's got another
over
lasso.
to the side again. He's going to be ready for this one. The Fissure connection. Now, this is also a refresher just bought for Skitter. They are not going to know about this one.
Right.
Jumps in with Amar. They need to find that Shadow Demon off to the side. Can they get him? Amar's still doing what damage he can to Pure. Save, jumps in, lasso, connection. How much do they have in the tank? Miro controlled, but he gets the arena down, and now Amar, he doesn't have anywhere left to go either.
Oh, boy.
Going to fall, dead for 2 minutes, no more Batrider. Skitter, Echo slamming, nothing. Kiyotaka, again, protected by the Shadow Demon.
Takes him down.
Save. Does it on this day for Bet Boom. What a freaking performance.
All right, Batboo, maybe sweating out a little bit there at the end. Some good moves from Falcons across the map there to get themselves over to the Roche, but it was a big lead amassed here from BetBoom, and they do manage to take that into the W.
What a freaking performance by the man, the myth, the legend himself right there.
There's your MVP right there.
I'm a big fan. That was awesome. I mean, Pure played a really good game as well, being able to make the come from behind stuff happen, but when everything started to fall apart, when it felt like the Falcons had their footing and were going to put their throat on the neck, Save came in there, just pulled them right on out. Oof.
Now, I mean, that's a lot of questions heading that next draft. I don't know what to do. I got the DK, obviously, the Invoker, but that Shadow Demon. I don't even know who I rank number one. I don't know what I'm hating the most.
You just got to ban the player himself. Try and get him out of there. I don't know how you do that, but it seems like he's making it happen.
We won't go
so
down
far.
that road because that's an unhealthy level of competition there, Lyrical.
That's a good point. You know what? We should just leave this to the people that, can really do it the best. We'll hand it over to our panel who know all the things, all the answers. They're the experts, Trent. Let's head on back to them.
That sounds good.
We do know all the things. Thank you very much, Lyrical and Trent, that say all the things. And when knowing all the things, I think Winter knew it all with this game. Never doubting BetBoom in this game, too.
I was taught not to doubt Kiyotaka Invoker.
Yep.
It is true. Kyo Daddy, he did show it. This guy, honestly, on this hero, he's quite something else because he dictated a lot of this early and mid game. I will say that BetBoom played a lot better in this game and they showed a lot of good things. But I'm also a little disappointed with a bit of the spell usage and the way they combined the heroes. I feel like a lot of times for Falcons, you had a lasso, but the roll was a bit late. But either way, even with Pure having a bad lane, you were just chilling, Avery. Top net worth. What happened?
I am very disappointed in this game. I still stand by what I said. I think this top lane was pretty much the disaster I expected for BetBoom.
Yep.
Yeah, your Maiden's not dying, but your DK is just chain dying. Now, if you're going to have a carry in this patch that does chain down lane and come back at his Dragon Knight, I just thought Falcons were going to be able to snowball this map a bit more. And maybe it's some nerfs that have happened at Timbersaw. Maybe they just played a bit slow. I think bottom lane for them went equally as bad, which is lane I did not expect. I don't think Shaker Pugna should have lost that, but I think BetBoom performed very well in that off lane and even this game out and bought time for Pure to come back. And I mean, Pure is probably the best carry Dragon Knight in the world.
Yeah.
This is probably the best carry in the patch. That is a lot to overcome if the game gets stalled out or it gets weird for you. And it did. And at that point, you're just dealing with an ultimate hyper beast here. And there's no way Shaker is going to stand up to that as this game goes late.
it also kind of like in game one, I feel like Bepum didn't like show me that much like power and like hungriness and aggressiveness. Where as in this game, Kiyotaka, he's like ghost walking on the side lanes. Miero is like going around with safe, trying to find kills. Like even Pure, half an hour in, he has a Shadow Blade. Like he's finding pickoffs like on his own. And here, I mean, Save. I mean, we can talk about all their players in this game because there's a reason that I'm pretty sure it was in Dream League. They banned Saves SD first phase in every single damn game. And this clip alone shows you why they did that.
I think they do have tools to deal with it, though. I think Shaker is a hero that's designed to be able to fissure him when you go on the first target. You have Bat Rider to find him on the back line. You have Pango to get on him at the start of the fight. Maybe it does come down to this Invoker being too annoying and standing in the middle of all of that.
Yeah.
You have to get those initiations through some Ghost Walked Invoker with Hex, and it's just too hard. So you have to go on the Invoker instead, and then the SD has a free
And
fight.
he's drawing like so much attention in the team fights, you know, like playing really, really aggressive in front, and he scouted so many times the Bat Rider, the Shaker, the Pugna, so that the Mars could start on them. I think Kiyotaka's contribution to the game just cannot be understated, you know. I think he did so much. Like sure, SD had his moments, DK had his moments, everyone has his moments, but I think the key to the draft is this Invoker from Kiyotaka.
And they were able to get their hands on it like
Very
in the
late.
draft.
Yes. I mean, if I'm changing one thing about this draft, yeah, maybe you're going to even out some early exchange with this Dragon Knight. You know, that's like a ban thing to me more than, oh, this DK overperformed because we know how strong that is. But this Invoker is, Kiyotaka is just a different beast on his hero compared to everything else. And if you can ever deny from him, you're very happy. Almost reminds me of the old, like, mid-1 style Invoker. When he was on that secret and he was just running around. He's like he is the first guy in every fight, just ghost walking into everything. And you have to go on because it's too juicy. But then you bite the bait and you're all dead. You're all sad.
Like, there's also these players, like, I think Falcons, they want to, like, be very, like, set-up plays. You know, in 30 seconds, guys, I have Dagger, let's go here, let's go smoke. When you play against these Thompson Invokers or this Kiyotaka Invoker, he just breaks, like, your formation. You know, you have, like, this nice setup. In 30 seconds, we do this. It's like, I'm not giving you 30 seconds. I'm here now. I'm going to burn your mana. I'm going to kill you. You better TP. And suddenly, it all falls apart.
Everything falls apart. We also had the Timber picked up fairly early on. I felt like the Timber did pretty well at the start of the game for Falcons. Winter, do you feel like they can get away with that again? Because obviously in the mid game, that Crystal Maiden was still enough to deal with it, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, the Timber, he was really fat. He got a very early BKB. Because that's what you have to do against Crystal Maiden, Invoker. You have to get that. But I felt like he did his job. But the mid game, it was no longer his territory anymore. He needed the Earthshaker. He needed the Pango. He needed his team, especially I think the Bat Rider. They didn't really get enough of very good pickoffs or initiation. They win a team fight and then they get a lot of things done. That just didn't really happen to them. Maybe you can say because the Invoker kind of disrupted that. But at the same time, you have Bat Rider with Dagger and not connecting on any important kill into a tower. That's a big problem in the game.
Yeah, there were a couple of big problems for Falcons that they didn't have the power to solve within that game. We'll see if they can solve it, of course, for game number 3 in a little bit. Before we get there, though, we got to talk a little bit more about the mid lane. Kazu has got his Acer Predator head-to-head, and who else?
Yeah,
who else?
It's gotta be Mr. Kiyotaka, because I want to highlight him, but at the same time also, I feel like Malrine, he was too quiet for me in this game. You know, you've got the counter pick, the 24 Pango, I feel like there wasn't as much connection as there should have been. But yeah, Kiyotaka, 8-2 and 14, just running around, doing whatever he wants. And also, like, this hero hits hard nowadays. Like, he's universal, he has his Manta style, he's uneven, like, Manta style, BKB, Parasma. Like, if you're not ready, he's killing you. And I think with these supports that they had, it's just really hard to go against him on the map and kind of just like stop him. Because yeah, I showed it pre-game. I know Falcons know it too. This guy, he's undefeated. This is his best hero. So I'm not sure if you really want to give it to him again.
I don't think they will. Still, I think there was a lot of gameplay that could have revolved around that mid lane. The weakness of Invoker is, yeah, he's very tough to gank. He's hard for the supports to interact with. But when you have that counter pick, in theory, you're getting a hero that enables you to go for that play. You're getting a Pango, you're getting a Void Spirit, something that can gap close him with some spell immunity. Why didn't we see Falcons ever go into this mid lane in a conjoined effort with the Bat Rider, the Pugna, and the Pango? Just smoke there, flame break the Invoker back, Rolling Thunder on top of him. He should die, right?
Yeah.
If the supports have to come into that fight, it's going to be awkward for them. We're seeing like highlights from this early game, and a lot of it is just disjointed to me.
Yeah, it is.
I remember this clip where the mid tower in this game does not die to a combined smoke move from Falcons. It dies to Pugna chipping it and
800
suiciding
times.
for it and doesn't even get it.
Yeah, and
It's
the Invoker
like-
didn't deny it. That's why the Pugna got the tower
Right.
then.
So it's just clowny, honestly. And those types of clowny games always favor Invoker.
Yes, they do.
Because he just runs around and he gets out of that early game, and then he's mid-late game god. You know, miracle hierarchy, real batch us, put it all up there, easy mode, you know?
Flip and ship, you know,
Yeah.
like we're ready.
I mean, those county games also favor us, the viewer, I think, as well. It creates some great moments, and I am very thankful that you guys are sharing those great moments with us. If you're using the hashtag ESL1, there is someone using ESL hashtag tier 1. Hashtag ESL1. Wow. English
It's hard
is
sometimes.
This is why I have not read this one yet. Nothing better than watching some Dota on a slow day at work, hoping for awesome games today. Good to be back watching Dota esports again. Hey, apparently.
Yeah,
good.
where were you?
Yeah.
You should have kept watching it the whole
Bowsy,
time.
please.
You were missing out.
What if this guy is someone working production at this event? It's a slow day for him.
Slow day at work. To be fair, we do only have 2 series today. Maybe he tweeted this or Facebook this at this, at the first 20 minutes of game 1.
Maybe it's Austin. No,
It could
he's,
be.
that would make sense, you know.
he's not casting today, slow day. Glad I have some Dota to watch, you know?
Alternate ego Mousy.
Why not?
I mean, Dota's a game known for Smurfs. You know?
Yeah. Any
Wouldn't put it
name is
past.
possible.
Yeah, that's very true. We're gonna find out. This is a tied series right now. We're gonna find out who takes the series, who will secure top 3 here at ESL One Bangkok. Will it be Falcons? Will it be BetBoom? Find out with us soon.
Waking up, playing some Dota. It's just been part of my life for 20 years, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Where we are in the history of this game and where it's come from and how much has been accomplished, I think compared to basically any other esport, it's the best. So
I'm grateful for Dota 2 as a game because Dota as a culture supersedes where we come from. You are a Dota player first, and I love that.
Think about it every night when I close my eyes. You're on my mind. I try to quit a million times, but it takes me high. Like you're so divine. You give me everything. Don't know what's happening. I need you like medicine. You're my everything, everything. And when I think about us, sweet lullabies, I wanna keep this moment here forever, no goodbyes. And when I think about us, sweet lullabies, I wanna keep this moment here forever, no goodbyes. Think about it every night when I close my eyes. You're on my mind. I try to quit a million times, but it takes me high. Like you're so divine. You give me everything. Don't know what's happening. I need you like medicine. You're my everything, everything. And when I think about us, sweet lullabies, I wanna keep this moment here forever, no goodbyes.
think our kind of Dota ideas are kind of the same as in the previous roster, but the way we treat the game, the way we viewed the game is a little bit different. So new players that came to this team, they brought some new view of Dota, but we try to play honestly with the old ideas of Dota, but with the new unique style. It feels kind of different from the previous roster. I mean, feels like some things in this team is just easier to do, you know? There's now some weird long discussions about anything that it used to be in the previous team, so it's like more easier now. Yeah, I think our team is the strongest from our region. I mean, we won all the best teams from our region on this tournament, Paris and Team Spirit. So of course I think that we're the best.
Hard fight for Paravision to try and engage into Kiyotaka, though. He'll get hookshot immediately. Now the RP. DM, he found two of them, but where's the follow-up damage? Nobody's dead yet. Everyone's still alive. Save somehow. On a slither of HP, walking away as no one's the one to go down. They'll finally get pure though. Save eventually will drop. And in fact, Kiyotaka now going after Nightclass, who just jumped right in.
I mean, for sure, having a lot of good players from your region makes you improve a lot. Yeah, and we just have a lot of new young talents in competitive scene. Unlike all the other regions, actually, they lack a lot of talents. But in CIS, there were always a lot of new upcoming players. I just hope that we're gonna keep playing very well. But I feel like it's maybe gonna be hard, because we're coming as the favorites now into this tournament. So we'll see.
BetBoom took that game number 2 against Falcons here in the upper bracket semifinals for ESL 1 Bangkok. And because it is the upper bracket semifinals, it means that winning this next game, this game number 3 that's coming your way, will guarantee you a spot in the top 3 here in Bangkok. And that, of course, would be a great milestone to reach for both of these teams. Now, we've seen both teams having very different ideas going into game number 1 and game number 2, and a lot of lessons, I think, can be learned from that game number 2 in regards to Falcons learning from potentially going back to their first ban of Invoker and maybe also banning out Shadow Demon. That seems like a very on-the-nose solution, and I generally know that Falcons is not always going for the on-the-nose solutions. Kezu, so where do you think they're going to go with this?
I feel like the Invo has got to go. I think the rest, you can play into it. I think like the SD is fine. Okay, so the Invoker, at least for now, is out. I think the SD is something that you can leave in, unless they want to like first pick the Bristleback, then you can ban it. But yeah, I think they understand that last game there were some problems.
Yep.
One problem.
From the enemy lineup, maybe one, but I think, you know, looking within themselves, I hope they're also talking about a little bit of the gameplay. Like when we're jumping heroes, are we around? What are we doing? But yeah, you know, a good start by taking out the Kyo Daddy Invoker.
Yeah, we also have the Lina in the first phase bans now. That is a hero that Falcons has been using to flex their opening quite heavily, so they're denying that one. But it does mean that one of the normal ones makes it through, like Morphling or a Monkey King. Or a Doom.
They want to. Okay,
Doom is still in the pool as well, so they go for Magnus straight away.
I mean, do they just pick Morphling here? I feel like Morphling is always good into Magnus.
Yeah, I think there's that. Other heroes that they love to play that also flex is the Monkey King for them. But I don't really see any. I mean, maybe the one thing that, because I agree that Morph into Mag is really good. I think it's kind of regardless of matchup. But Falcons can play it carry, and maybe they feel like there's a lot of other matchups that, you know, can be flexed around.
Nah, you Morphling here, man.
Yeah, you Morph.
What are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid. I'm just saying, you know, there's different lines of thought.
The other hero I can see is Mortha. I think Mortha is kind of annoying for Mag, but it's not. I don't think it's good versus the way Falcons play Mag. Because they buy early BKB on this hero a lot, and then you just don't care.
Yeah.
You need a hero that can CS versus the offlane mag. You need a hero that can scale well against him. I think that's Morphling. I don't think you're going to get a premier carry too far down this draft. The only other core that comes to my mind is that Dawnbreaker, but I don't see them first picking it here. And you don't have that Shadow Demon to take, which I think they would.
Yeah, you can just get the Dawn like second phase or like find some replacement. I feel like to me, highest value picks here is it's Morph Monkey, or you take something that kind of makes it annoying for the mag to teamfight.
You gotta morph it. You can't win this tournament if you're not willing to morph there.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah,
because
come on, Kazu.
DK out, yeah, most of the time not gonna be able to get it, and Morph is like the third strongest carry at the moment.
Yeah, Kazu.
Relax, bro.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes you gotta have some players that are like, do we want to morph here? You gotta convince them, but sometimes they
You're
don't
telling
want
me 22 Savage asked for morph there, you're not gonna give it to him?
Oh, obviously he's gonna want to play morph. Obviously we're picking morph.
Yeah, you have to ask him the questions. You know, you can't just give your players every hero they ask for.
Yeah, Kazu.
Focus on the draft, guys.
Falcons turn to ban.
Okay, so
What's gonna be left for save here, man? That's my
Rubik?
question.
yeah, Rubik's kind of nice.
Rubik, Lion.
Dude, I don't know. Some part of my gut says that Rubik Morphling never wins. It's too much spell steal. No, like, there's only so many spells you can steal, and it's just you're throwing in power on stolen in power on each other. It's just,
I think we are picking Rubik into
Doesn't
mag
work, man.
because of the instant lift. as well.
yeah. But I'm saying you have to think about this mag in terms of an early BKB.
Okay.
It's the same reason I like the Mortha, but you can't view it as a hard counter.
You don't want to double down too much on the same thing.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be rich. You saw ATF from last game, right? This guy's #1 net worth. You gotta imagine it's an offlane mag.
It's
Blink BKB at 20 minutes. What are you doing to deal with that?
Kataomi Winter Wyvern.
I was thinking about Winter Wyvern actually. Yeah, I think that hero does have a place in this meta.
It does.
Where this meta is shifting towards a lot more melee cores and a lot more.
Yeah, but the lane
kinda
with
sit there,
Morphling
right?
though, like Wyvern and Morph, I feel like I will probably much prefer something like Lich. They've already picked Lich in the previous games.
I actually don't think the lane's bad if you're assuming that that's not the lane you have to snowball in the game. You can go early heal on this Wyvern now. It's super efficient spell.
Arctic
Very
Burn,
good
level
with
2
Morphling.
heal.
Yeah, and just play for pulls, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like you're not gonna stop the offlaner, but the point of this Morphling pick versus Mag is that you can sit there and CS against him and do okay. So you don't have to necessarily punish this Magnus if you make the team fight really difficult.
I mean, you have Giga scale now on Bedboom, but it's also kind of slow. Because you did also have the option of just banning the Doom instead of doing the, I ban Medusa and pick Doom
Yeah,
myself.
because they only have one ban here in this phase. And they feel like Medusa's like, I mean, you have to choose, right? Morphing, you don't want to play into Doom. So if you're not banning Doom, you probably have to pick it. I guess that's the logic.
Dude, I'm telling you, this Skeeter carry Naga is going to come out at some point. I don't know if it's this game, but it's coming out at some point.
I mean, we did see it. It was someone else who tried it. Because Kerry Naga is not unplayable at
It
all.
was, I think,
Abalus,
Abalus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Smiling Knight.
Yep.
I mean, let's see. For Falcons, we're going to see the double sub duo here.
Double sub against...
They want the Shaman again?
Yeah, Shaman's good. I like Shaman.
Could also go
It
that
could be
Lion.
Lion. Because
Yeah.
I like the burst more, I feel like, this game.
But it also depends on what's your 18, right? And you're thinking about the two supports, but you're also thinking about your mid at 18 pick. What do you want to pair with?
Ooh.
Wraith.
He's
Okay, Wraith King is a
Back.
Doom.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah. That's
So
just
Magnus, position 4 maybe?
I mean, it could still just be offlane. Or, I mean, Crit has played it in pub, so
I'm
there's an
sure
opportunity.
Malrine plays it too if
Yeah.
needed, so it's still very
So
open.
they should pick a 5 here. Some range hero with the Wraith King.
Actually, does Amar also not play Wraith King?
Yeah, we're not seeing offlane.
No offlane.
Now, we're sticking that right now on Skeeter.
Okay.
So they want like
Just
some,
making sure.
they want some range like Phoenix CM type of hero. Oh, hey!
Holy bagoli.
Alright, this is great.
That's old
Giga
school.
chat pick
Yeah,
right
that
there.
is
That's
some...
Okay, I
There's
will
pick-
say,
eh,
I said that I don't normally talk during drafts, but I obviously am a follower of Ancient Desperation. Falcons pulls it out. It's one of the few teams we see Snaking pick it up quite frequently. He doesn't win with it very frequently,
No,
which is
it's-
good because then it keeps getting buffed, but I do want to say that his track record, not good.
This hero has a lot of holes you have to fill.
And do you think Wraith King solves some of the holes? At least in the lane?
The lane is strong, yeah. It also depends if you go the Skelly Boys or not.
I think you do.
I think Skelly Boys is better with the AA, but I think it's not the facet I see as much. So I'm going to be curious to see if he goes that, especially when you have Cleave. Maybe you feel like you have the lane shove with the Empower and Mag anyway. But I think it is a nice lane with the AA. This is a hero that absolutely decimates Morph if you can land the spell, but that's always the big question. This hero needs cores that go in and stun. No surprise with
And
Falcons.
I'll tell you, he doesn't like to play into Clockwork, if there's a Clockwork in the game.
I mean, A kind of doesn't like
A has...
anything, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Like anything that gets on you, like tusks, inches, clockworks, like whatever.
This Morta lane matchup's bad too. You know, you're just not outlaning this guy.
I mean, also for Bedboom, like the morph doesn't have to be the win condition yet. Like they can also like put it on mid. He plays on like 2 billion HP as a strength morph.
You don't really exactly care about the A, right? If you're the mid morph with the strength.
At least feel like you care less.
Yeah, not as much for sure.
Let's see. But yeah, I think facet-wise, I still like the skeletons more for Wraith King. I just think like the ghost push as well, like in terms of the Doom, you help your AA. They do get the Lich that Mr. Winter talked about, so it also keeps it kind of quite open. Could be the morph Lich lane, but it can also help with like a more freed up last pick.
Like a melee hero, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Ice armor's nice here. No dispel for it.
Yep. The pull always good against the Magnus.
Hey, this is no normal Lich. You've seen this man's Lich?
Katomi Lich?
It is.
It's nasty.
It's straight nasty, bro. He knows how to solo kill the cores with this hero, which is when this hero becomes really spooky in the late game.
Okay, so what do you do now? You have to decide where to put this Magnus here. That's the critical decision here.
I feel like they want that Pango again, but I don't know if they're confident enough to
Monkey,
go for it.
so what's going on? Monkey mid?
Monkey's going middle.
Yeah. They're just going to show their lanes.
So what do you have to ban to protect the monkey? Some Huskar?
I mean, in theory, there's too much. If Betboom really want to put a lane there that abuses him, the Falcons. I mean, but we've seen Mallory just play outside the lane. Right, so I don't even know if you necessarily ban the worst lane matchups, because if they really want one, they're going to get it.
So you're looking to ban things that are good with their heroes?
Yeah. You know, ban something that's going to be
cool
good
ban.
on the lane and brings their lineup.
Yeah,
together.
Phoenix is a very good one.
Phoenix is a good ban.
Because there's Viper, there's, you know, Sniper, there's, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing with
XM
with the sniper is, sure you win the lane, but monkey is good against sniper in the game. Later, you can find him, you can jump on him.
I mean, the reason why I like this Monkey King pick a lot, I think, first of all, if Morph does go mid, you don't beat Monkey King. Like, first of all, you attack so slowly, this guy will hit you like 2 to 3 times every time. And even if you are a carry Morph, you don't enjoy the Monkey King that much either.
You're kind of saying that they're forcing the morph
like,
towards the carry role against the AA.
Yeah, and like I feel like if you're Falcons, you kind of know that Morph carry is not that good for Bedboom. But you might feel like you're kind of cornering them in a way. But let's see if they can find a way out of it.
I just think Betboom need a playmaker here.
I think so too.
Like, I don't think you can run this mid morph with another hard carry. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Well, they, on the side of Falcons, ban out the Phoenix, so they're kind of thinking maybe Werther will be the carry?
No, mid Phoenix.
Oh, they wanted mid Phoenix.
I mean, do you think if they go for something like Spectre and try to playmake around the Spectre, that could work for their lineup?
They maybe lack damage. I don't know.
Has Spectre worked for anybody in like 5 years?
The heroes.
Yes.
It can work.
It didn't win in the grand finals of Blast. Literally a week ago.
That was fluke. Didn't happen either.
All right, sorry.
Okay, so is it just straight up morph carry and you pick a new mid?
Yeah, but what's the mid for Kiyotaka? You have to be so careful.
It's Tinker times.
Like Storm or Quops?
Yeah, but they all lose to Monkey,
I mean,
right?
Queen of Pain.
But the thing is, you need a hero that when the lane is over, you play a 3-man ball. Like, if this Monkey King is gonna just run around and, like, set up every play and, like, move on your morph, I think you're in for a hard time.
So you're saying Queen of Pain, right?
Probably.
You like Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
Problem is, a lot of the melee playmakers like Earthspeed or Ember are just... They
Yeah,
look
like
way
those-
too spooky for the lane.
Yeah, like, those I don't like. Like, if you can go
But
even...
with Queen, are you guys worried about the lack of catch? They don't have catch with Queen. No stuns.
I don't know. I mean, that's why I feel like... I don't think Storm is out of the realm. It's a skill matchup. You slightly lose to MK, but there isn't, like, Giga Lockdown, at least until they have Blinks. Let's see. I mean, I guess first also we can talk about Falcons pick, because they need to pick out of phase, and it could be... Well, it's either Crit or a Mars hero.
I mean, do you prefer the Magnus to be on a 4 here? Or you like it on offlane?
I think they almost always want to play it offlane if they can.
Yeah.
I think they just believe in like the tri-melee core scale too much. I think it's just gonna be a ranged crit. Like Rubik comes to mind, the Shaman again.
Yeah.
I don't think they need more team fight. They just kind of want some catch and stun.
Yeah.
Insta stun seems very value here. I think Rubik looks solid. Maybe it's too greedy. Rubik AA. That support though is a little suspicious. You know.
Yeah.
You need a lot of net worth here.
How about a centaur position 4? You run away from Stampede.
Go back to your seat, Pope. We don't.
I'm pretty sure it happened in one of the group games.
Oh, what?
That's a crit.
Okay, that's a good hero against Morphling.
Yeah, it is. You get the so it's an instant disable in the silence instead of the stun.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more damage.
A lot of magic amp from the seal and the AA.
But still less stuns again.
This is the best 4-staff game I have seen in my life.
Yeah, it's
Monkey,
staff.
AA,
I
Skyrap.
actually feel like Spectre is gonna be good against this type of supports. You kill the support.
Spectre's better now, yeah.
Yeah.
But are you gonna play Spectre, Morphling, Doom? Do you deserve to win if you play that?
They will go for the Queen of Pain.
I think Queen of Pain was the best pick here. I think we discussed the lane. Like, it's not that you decimate Monkey as hard as lane like a Viper or Phoenix would, but the lane is completely fine for the Queen, and it just gives you some sort of scaling playmaking where you can run around, be comfortable going late here against this Tricore with Magnus and Power on triple melee. It's a little spooky. I think Queen of Pain is one of the hardest scaling heroes in Dota right now. Actually, I think this hero with 6 slots is just. It's something else, dude. It is absolutely something else.
This game, you can't really delay your defensive item too much against the Skyraf, the silence.
Yeah, it's true. He's a little susceptible, but it's also a hero that can cause AA problems. It's a hero that can play around some of the limited stuns on the side of Falcons, and you got to remember there's no BKB Pearson's lineup except the RP. So if you're the one blinking and aggressively killing a support, and he has to RP you defensively or something, then you have a BKB to play after that. You're kind of god in the fight. I don't know. I kind of like what Boom are cooking here.
I have a really hard time siding with one draft because Boom they're really slow, but I also like their 3-man ball more once the lanes are over. Like in Falcon support duo is AA Skyraf, which I will say I'm not the biggest believer in. You have cores that make up for it. I mean, to me, this game is gonna come down to gameplay. I honestly like looking at these drafts. I don't know what the hell's
like
going on.
either of them.
No, like they work, but they're like weird. They're like quirky. It's like some game 3, like every hero you want is getting banned out. Winter, take it away.
I think that the 3-man ball is gonna be very crucial, like you said. Monkey, AA, Skyraf against Queen of Pain,
Lich Muerta.
I think the Monkey AA Skyraf feels stronger though, so I'm gonna be siding with Falcons here.
This looks like a turbo match or something. It's like everyone wanted to play some different hero. They're just like, I'm going to get really big and win the late game. And 6 cores are all thinking that. So, I don't know. If the game goes really late, I actually think once it's past that 40-50 minute mark, Boom are favored. So, I'm just going to go with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pure just wins late game.
All right, well, let's find out. We should be in for a treat here, though. This is going to be a good one, made even better by Trent and Lyrical.
Thank you so much, Sheever. That's right. I mean, last game we weren't entirely sure what was going on. We're trying to keep track of it. Now we're in our wheelhouse.
That's
Turbo Gaming.
That Crownfall grind has led me to the land of Turbo, and my God, it's a terrifying place. But it's full of a lot of these heroes.
Right?
A lot
Absolutely.
of Lich, a lot of Skywrath Mage, and every time that he pops up on the screen, these are the things I've heard in the talent lounge. I've heard unplayable. I've heard unpickable. I've heard worst facets in the game. I've heard bottom 3 hero. Those are all things attributed to Skywrath Mage by the various talent here. And I gotta say, the second this draft ended, all I could think was cursed ass support duo here from Falcons.
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh my God, I thought that said reverse polarity for a second. Nope, it's reverse polarity. We're good. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that feels very weird. Also because it's like double ranged int supports, but it's because they also have 3 melee cores. And so that kind of makes it a weird situation too. Like if you ever end up seeing Miro get like an Aghanim Scepter on Doom as you get to the super late game, suddenly all 3 of their heroes aren't healing or doing anything. But they have another counter healing hero.
Counterpoint.
Tell me.
That Arcana looks really cool.
You're not wrong.
So,
I actually don't know which one you're talking about. Who are you talking about?
Well, I meant Skywrath Mage was on the screen,
Oh.
Jeez, the one time you take your eyes off the PGM.
Is that an Arcana?
Yeah, Skywrath Mage got Arcanas.
I didn't know that. It's kind of cool. Crit?
Crownfall,
Crit,
Jeez.
dead instantly? Okay, no, he's fine. He is very weak, though.
This guy plays Crownfall for 12 hours a day. You don't know Skywrath got an Arcana? All I see on your screen is Nest of Thorns.
Well, we'll see how this one goes. And Amar already trying to put the heart now onto Katomi. And they're actually sending 3 heroes up top for the moment. Snake King sticking his way over here as well. and they're not going to be able to catch the Lich on the far side. So yeah, Snaking just heads back down to bottom.
After a long and winding road of a draft, this is what we got, huh? Something's expected, something's unexpected. But perhaps the expected slow game from BetBoom once more seems to be the way to go here. How are your thoughts on the Morphling core, like position 1 rather, as opposed to heading to the mid lane? You preferring this?
I mean, the main reason I prefer it is because I'm a big fan of Queen of Pain. I've been waiting to see this hero come out in this tournament. We've seen a lot of pro players playing it in their pubs, but not a ton of it in games, at least that we've been casting.
That's true.
And I feel like Kiyotaka is pretty well positioned, like the panel was talking about, to make some solid moves with that sort of trio that they've got working while Doom and Morphling farm.
She's in an interesting state because she's sort of she's a mid lane counter pick that you want to have practice, but you maybe don't get to bust out all too often.
Right.
And so it's important that you are ready to play this hero when the time comes. And that time is now for Kiyotaka. So we'll see if he has indeed been practicing and studying up on the hero.
The other thing that I'm excited to sort of keep an eye on is you see a little bit of mischief being made and able to count to 4 onto the Quap. I want to see if we get any snaking snipes in this game. You know, you're going to have to be really aware of your positioning, where that A is around the map for the Morphling. And if you drop down a little bit too low, you know, a solo kill like that can change the world.
That's true. Always something to be wary of. I mean, we've been talking a lot about, like, what do you do against Morphling?
Yeah.
Like, it seems ridiculous that Morphling is at a point where you can first pick the hero in a draft and not have to worry too much about counter picks, because a lot of his very traditional counter picks have been sort of eviscerated. Like the OD used to be a very common one in pro matches.
Right.
We just saw OD ult and Morphling just dies. AA, of course, has just been absent for so long, and Falcons will once again continue to try and make it work, but oftentimes you see it busted out. It has not been very successful, as Shiva was pointing out, as someone who's trying to get as many AA tips as she can.
Trying to secure that other water rune for the moment. Monkey King heads over, and they both deny it somehow.
Wow.
I've seen 2 people pick it up and deny at the same time, never double deny.
There you go. I'm glad they both got the credit for that one.
Well, does secure a pretty decent start for himself. You can see Monkey King 18-4 versus the 13-1. These side lanes, though, that's where things are looking a little bit scary for the side of Falcons. Now, there are lanes being pulled a little bit here, but it's overall been a little bit tough. Morphling having his way with that mag.
Crit did manage to snag a courier with that nice fast movement speed, though, of the Skywrath Mage, so that's one way to try and slow things down up here.
Pure switches back over into strength form while they get some damage on the Katomi. But back up to full HP. Yeah, a lot of like magic-y catch-oriented stuff in this game. And well, Crit gets jumped upon, trying to walk away, not gonna happen. This is what you sometimes see out of Skywrath.
Yeah, Lich obviously a extremely strong position 5 right now. One of the most winningest heroes actually in top tier MMR right now. If you guys want your free points, he's at like 53 or 54% win rate as a position 5.
What about lower tier MMR?
I think he's just good everywhere, to be honest. So, I like what the panel was talking about too, is that late game, because any of those turbo gamers know out there, the Liches, they're very plentiful because they love getting the sinister gaze into the shard later with that Ice Spire. So, if we go late like BetBoom likes to, then you can expect those combos from Kataomis. They're trying to punish a Morphling. Is it possible?
I mean, it's so hard to do anything. The silence is there. He's still switching over to strength form. A couple more punches. It's enough. Amar takes him down.
He had wand.
Well, he thought that he was safe. And Trent, he was not.
No, he most certainly was not.
Now, Skitter down low. Wraithfire Blast Punch, not quite enough to kill him off there. And at 5-minute mark, Snake King, also going to get away from that one. Bottom lane hurting a lot here.
I mean, this is the epitome. This is the absolute classic. Mr. Skeeter on the Wraith King, though. This is his guy.
Right.
So he'll bounce back. It's kind of similar to the DK, right? He also has the Bone Guard facet, so even if he has a bad time, the Skelly Bros, they're not quite as good as they used to be at the farming, but they can get the job done.
A couple more hits.
Speaking of things not as good as they used to be.
In and, well, it might be enough to bring down Miero as he dies. Oh, no.
Oh, that would have been nice.
It would have been good for him.
That's okay, though. Snake King will take it.
Skewer
You know,
away.
it's a greedy support, right? Now we get some boots.
That's true. I mean, yeah, and I feel like if Snake King has a good game, that could be one of the difference makers. Oh, crit. Can't get in range for the silence.
He did play extremely well last game on the Pugna, so maybe he's going to take those skills and transfer it over to the AA and hit some good snipes.
Dare to dream. Oh, 6-minute mark coming up. And could be a little bit of a battle for the runes. They already have pretty good control of it on the side of BetBoom. And they find Snake King wandering through there. Crit does go down again, and it looks like Snake King will also... Oof. I mean, this is the support combo.
Like ass support duo.
This is what happens. Mar skewers away. That keeps him alive.
Like Kataomi waiting there as well to make sure the kill with Kiyotaka is that battle's about to begin. Kiyotaka's level 6, has the amplify damage rune as Amar gets targeted. Frost's blasted, but he'll be okay. But yeah, we want to see these. Oh, nice.
Kataomi down.
He turned.
Well played. Does manage to find that one.
But yeah, that's the whole game now is right. Monkey rotating and Queen of Pain rotating.
Okay.
Marine goes down bottom, doesn't connect on anything here. Now he's going a little bit deeper. Miro's giving him a tip because maybe he knows he's heading over towards this Wisdom Rune. Is he going to get his courier? Oh,
Decides not to. Tries to go for it.
Oh, the silence!
Oh, what a play. Holy moly.
Okay, well, he has TP. Okay, now he's just dead.
Yeah, that's, I mean, with that shot there's no way.
Yeah, no, he didn't have to use that earlier, so he is definitely getting punished on that one. It takes a few heroes, but that's the enemy mid, and Wisdom secured, so.
I feel like he didn't have to die there. Like, if he...
Like once the calling happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Pure. Still fine as he backs away from Crit Namar. So 3 to 5. And trying to hunt Snake King. I mean, as soon as you're found, like, it's just nothing you can do.
That's a spree for the Queen of Pain right now, and they were just dead even, the Monkey King and the Queen of Pain. In fact, Monkey King was actually ahead by a couple hundred gold. That was 2 minutes ago.
1,000 behind now.
That is crazy.
I mean, this is the reason you take the Quap, right?
She still has ult right now.
Yeah, it's like, it's really a big problem.
He's dead.
The Deny and the Shield are in there at the same time. Look at that one again. 2 times in one game. Kiyotaka jumps in. They immediately have to back out with everybody else. Kiyotaka doesn't have Blink. Wait a minute. Maybe an opportunity here. They can't get enough slow, and now he has Blink back up. The Blood Grenade connects, but it's not quite enough damage.
Malrine had Boundless, but he was just outside the reach. That is wild that he's surviving.
Things just not going the way of Falcons. BetBoom taking full advantage here.
All right, well, what's going well for Falcons, though? Amar is huge. He is the top of the board. This is exactly what the panel were saying. It's Amar on the Magnus. You know what he's going to do. He's going to blink BKB at 20 minutes, I was told.
Okay.
I'm watching panel. Don't worry. But, yeah, basically they're saying he's going to get really fat and make this game happen for his team. Now, here's the thing we know about Magnus. What does Magnus really not like, Lyrical?
You know, stuff, right?
That's right. Having to be the first one into the fight.
That's absolutely right.
It's the worst. You never want to be the first person into a fight as Magnus.
It's going to be poachers or...
He can't stand that either. They're always after that ivory. But he's kind of got that because the Wraith King can go in a little bit first. Like maybe he gets a blink on Skeeter. I'll be kind of curious to see what his build is. The Monkey King also sort of jumps in first.
Oh, that would have been nice if they could have gotten Kiyotaka there. But Save nearby manages to keep his mid alive. Now a blast going in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the drive-by hit onto Save gets the kill.
Kiyotaka, though, not deterred. We'll still throw one back. Yeah, it's, but Amara doesn't have that, like, nice, hard initiating support that you kind of like with the mag. All right, I was bold. But, you know, if it works, you get a kill, so why not try it?
Absolutely. Snake King gets ran at for a moment by Miro. Not going to go for any more. Lots of stacks being made still in this jungle, which some of are going to be taken now. Keeping it relatively even.
Yeah, Skeeter's really catching up too here, yeah? I guess the Bone Guard are. better than might have given them credit for here.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty nice. And also, they're going to have, like, Empower. He's starting to max that out next for Amar. So he can give that over to some of his allies, too, and try and help accentuate their farm.
I mean, that could be really nice in the team fights for sure.
Pure. Ooh. Does force out the waveform with the rest of the team heading up. We'll see if they can manage to catch this Morph lane.
Skywrath Mage value.
Hunting. Silence. Gets him there, but he got the strength form off. Not what they were waiting for, and A-Blast not going to connect how they want it to. Everything falling apart right now. Kiyotaka also manages to kill Snaking in the mid lane. Big jump RP. Pure isn't enough to get the kill almost. Yes!
That was crazy.
Amar manages to take him down. They will find the finish on the Skeeter there, but he takes his ulti, so that'll make him pop off.
Yep, always nice that you can just wait until you're in the raid form now. See if it's worth skilling the point. That was a little crazy from Pure.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's what you missed in the mid lane. Dead. Boom. Back to your main game.
Exactly. The mini game of the dead supports, which, by the way, it's 6 of the team's 8 deaths so far is between the 2 of those.
Okay, that kill, though, has given the Blink Dagger at sub 12-minute Blink currently being delivered to Amar before he even farms these stacks.
Oh,
so
that's
he
nice.
is indeed humongous.
Wow. Okay, all right.
It's going to be a big mag.
It will be interesting to see, like, how quickly he wants to get involved. Because obviously, just used RP doesn't have it again for 70 seconds, but you can still make a lot happen.
Miro, what should I buy?
Come on, Miro.
Yeah, come on, Miro.
Answer the guy.
Midas says Cat Omi.
Now we're talking. Cat Omi knows what's up. Doom has a cube. They're ready.
Yeah, that's true. The devil's bargain.
Well,
I think probably Ags. You know, Blink Ags. Skip the BKB.
I mean, he could have bought Midas right now instead of Blink Dagger. And honestly,
no.
So RP's on cooldown, guys.
You know Beppoom's taking it late. Yeah. I got 70 seconds anyway, guys. Yeah. I can farm a Blink in 70 seconds.
Yeah.
How hard could it be?
Here, it's nice. It gives me attack speed, everybody. Come on.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, unfortunately for now, it will just be the Blink Dagger for Amar.
We'll see. It wouldn't shock me if he did it, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's the best move ever. That's like a new form of like intimidation. You ask the enemy team what you want them to beat you with. That's awesome. I love that. Make it happen, Amar.
Yes, get us our Midas. You know what they could really use on Falcons?
What's
Level 6 on Skywrath Mage.
Okay.
That will be pretty cool, I think. Get this support into the territory where he does something.
Okay.
Wow, those Ancients hit pretty hard. I had to make sure there wasn't an Enchantress on the other side right now.
It does a good chunk of damage. And we'll just head on over. Wanted to stack, but decides not to. It's like, man, it took a lot to take that one out. Double deny in the face of Snaking, who does have level 7.
Crit did hit 6 down bottom as well.
Okay.
So the Mystic Flare is online.
Just haven't really been able to see them get the value yet out of these supports. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, these are lane-losing supports, so...
That's fair.
Yeah, they definitely have not gotten their value. The value comes now.
Okay.
When they start moving around the map with their Blink, their RP, and their Mystic Flare. There it is. Smoke time.
A Dagon completed with the smoke up coming between Lich and Quap. They're going to run into the direction of Skeeter. Still 40 seconds until his ulti's back up again. Now, up a little bit to the north, the smoke breaks. They find one. It's on Amar. Cat Omi and some trouble. Chain Frost bounces between the two. Does he run back into it?
He
Yes!
does.
Oh, that one hurts.
Get off of me!
The Chain Frost does so much, but they do manage to take down Kiyotaka. For one, so far as the Doom was dropped, it's going to be a dead Monkey King. Now Morphling moving in, chasing down Crit a bit.
Oh my god, it's so smart. He can only turn into the worst hero in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's genius.
It's pretty awesome.
You're not going to find anything there. Yeah, we haven't really talked about that, but you know, Queen of Pain, Dagon, Spell Lifesteal. Doesn't help when you get hurt by the ulti.
Yeah.
So potentially making that a little bit tougher there. Missing player
Hiding.
taking her down.
Silencing. RP onto 3. Do they have enough for the follow-up? Skewer damage. He's low, but not dead yet. And Kiyotaka comes in. Katomi goes down. Pure strength form. He's living. Maureen thought about the ultimate. Second time goes in on to save.
Okay, sacks himself there to grab 2 more. Skeeter, man, if Skeeter was in power there, that would have been so crazy. We need a little bit more oomph on that one.
Oh! Is it enough?
Dude, level 1 is really bad now.
Oh, can you see him sweat? Can you see him sweat? He's getting lower. Waveform to dodge the damage ticks a little bit more. He needs a little more.
It's so bad.
Oh, and he breathes.
Ice Frog.
Breathes.
Ice Frog.
He breathes.
We gotta help out level 1, man.
What if he died to Ancients right there afterwards?
12%. Can't we make it 13? 13, 14, 15? Isn't that nicer? Rounds out max level at 15.
Would have been nice. You know what, though? That's what talents are for.
Yeah, but they take a while.
They do. They take a long while. But we're going late game, Trent, so
yeah,
it's
he'll
fine.
hit 25.
He said, dare to dream. God, if he had not just been like a little bit further low, would have been done. Heads up play by Snake.
That is how killing in Dota works.
Thank you, Trent.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're going to abandon this tower here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Blink Dagger done for the Doom now, too.
Catapult just taking top tower right now. That's cool for Falcons. Nice work. Great teammate.
Over halfway to a BKB. All right, it's all blinks. All blinks for everybody.
Oops, all blinks.
Maybe Pure gets caught here. Gotta be wary. All right, he's playing around with Ward. Never mind, he's fine.
All right, well, Amar should have his blink BKB done the next 3.5 minutes. My panel told me. So far, they've done a great job. He is top net worth.
Gets strength form off. Stun. Skywrath ulti. And that time, it was enough.
The counter works. And now, still want to hunt a little bit here. Of course, they have Radiant Obs. Skewer back. He did not know there were smoked allies there.
Oh!
That was quick.
Chain Frost and Doom, everything onto him. Now save. It's jumped on by Skitter. They can't do anything else there, but in very far. Will they be able to get out with everybody else? Boundless doesn't quite connect onto Doom, but Kiyotaka, big hit. Maureen in trouble. Dead. Kiyotaka gets the blink out.
Nice.
4 points up in the blink. Very value.
Yeah, no Ice Blast there to try and punish him this time after already killing the Morphling, so.
2 for 2, but a bigger 2 taken down on Falcon's side.
Yeah, that was a good clap back there from Pet Boom. It's not looking good there, and then thought it was just a free pick onto a Lich, and immediate blink War Stomp Doom there from Miro. No hesitation at all. Didn't let the RP get off there from Miro. Or from Amar, rather.
Nice dodge there by Crit.
He also has the classic item now, the Atos, which he's going to get in... No.
Oh, not quite in time.
Man, what a greedy support.
Yeah.
It's such a funny hero. The other thing that killed this hero was the nulls, right?
Right.
Because they don't get doubled anymore, so you can't just like stack your nulls and feel good about that. Of course, that was also a lot better when they were the old version of nulls, but...
And he doesn't really like have a way to farm either, right? He's just like, he's hitting creeps in lane or he's getting kills.
Hey, he gets shard and he gets 2 bolts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really big. At 20 minutes.
Hell yeah.
There's no way you're buying that thing.
Ward's going to see Amar up there, but not quite up for it. Miro in trouble.
Whoa. Big stun. Going for more. Slowed. Atos. Dead.
There's a TP in for Kiyotaka. He just jumps right in for crit.
And immediately goes down. Now, do you have enough? Damage. Hit. Oh, they call it off. They don't want to go for more. Now, Kiyotaka's just going to chase, but they buy enough time where Maureen can show up. There we go. Wukong. Stun. Done. Save. Now maybe also in trouble. They did cut down a tree and get a stun onto Maureen. But Save hoping to escape. Skinner moves back in. Finds him. Wraithfire Blast.
Oh, they knew it?
And
okay. What? Why did he do that? Didn't he see Amar on that ward? Didn't they know he was rotating through? Am I crazy?
sometimes the bloodlust takes you, Trent. You just gotta go for it.
That was wild. He really just gave that one up. Okay. That is great for Falcons. That's now Shard as well for the Monkey King, so he's going to be super mobile.
20 minutes. Dun, 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 dun.
What happens then?
Scanning.
Good Amar.
Blink BKB.
Hey.
God, that panel's good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
5
tower
minutes,
is under
55
attack.
seconds faster than average.
Wow. The power of Amar.
Crit. Sees Katomi.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dewarding. Wanting something bigger than a Lich. Which it doesn't look like they're going to find. They have some really cool wards over here by Falcons. Which I'm not sure if they're going to quite spot Pure there. They do see that Ancients are in that area going back and forth. So they should know that the Morphling's over there.
Yeah, and typically you're thinking like, oh, it's kind of a hard kill. You know, it's deep that side of the map. But if you hit the Ice Blast,
Right.
it does not matter.
Instead, they're going to go up north. Trying to find somebody farming over here. There's nobody nearby at all. An Idvis rune for Wraith King. So Falcons off the mark with their guess of where everybody's at. And Skitter says, I'm the carry. That's my farm.
Oh, Nero coming through with the smoke. It's going to
Amar,
pop.
Amar. Yeah, that'll do it. That is a dead Magnus.
Katomi gets the bounty on that one. Kitaka blinks in again.
BKB reaction. Snaking, thinking about dropping it.
Oh, he is very isolated right now.
Skitter, I mean, again, he has ulti. This is where things get strange.
They have Wukongs to cover him here. They
Good
have Ice
armlet
Blast.
toggle. Again, no Doom at all. They want to go for more. Can you get the blink out? Boundless, jump, fear, control. Already out Wukong's command. How much do they have in the tank? They drop down the full Mystic Flare on a save. He will die. It is going to be a dead Wraith King. Also losing crit. Now looking for Pure, seeing if they can kill him off. A Blast not going to be enough damage here to mess with Pure.
All right, so Pure kind of swagged out on that fight. He copied the Skywrath Mage, silenced the AA, and killed crit.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. That's a good idea, because they're trying to set up this combo to make things easy right out of the Wukong's command, and he just disrupts everything with the silence. It's going to build this lead up even further here for BetBoom.
It's still a very even game, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's... I'm not seeing this one ending anytime soon.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, we haven't even got ourselves that first Roche yet. Teams are just kind of feeling the power levels of each other. We got the Eternal Shroud for Pure. That's a cool choice.
Interesting.
I mean, these are the kind of items you got to come up with versus the AA, right?
Yeah, I mean, isn't BKB just better? Am I crazy?
What's that?
Like, maybe
Listen,
I'm just...
BKB, it's worth less over time.
Okay.
You know?
All right. I'm with you.
It's fine.
All right, Eternal Shroud.
He's got 48% magic resistance right now.
Okay. Okay.
That's a lot.
That's true. And it's good when the numbers are bigger.
Man, that's a lot.
Katomi?
Not even close.
Oh my god.
That's an experienced support player.
Yeah.
You know, players have gotten a lot better. Think about how many players were dying since these things have been introduced. It's definitely, we got a steadily decreasing number of feats to Tormentor.
True.
We're getting there.
They do the math. Now, they see Pure here. That ward that's in the area, full vision of the Morphling there, running directly to him.
Snaking. Protractor out on the screen.
Oh, man. They would love to get this one, but now they know that he's walking over to the other side. They don't have vision over... Oh, he's going all the way back to base.
Katomi's here, too.
Smart guy. Wait a minute. Maybe he's not.
I think they know. Yeah.
Not so
Katomi
smart.
pops the smoke.
They see him stun to start. Boundless damage isn't enough. He gets the waveform out. And now the doom for the turnaround.
All right, if they can just bail on Falcons, this is fine. Just ditch Snaking.
Get out. Get out. Don't block my way, Snaking.
Amar taunting his way out here.
Amar survives barely. No, he's not going to be able to live through it. Oh, and no abilities from the mag. This is as bad as it could have gone. Now the counter connection. Oh, BetBoom, they're cooking now. They find kill after kill, baited by the ward.
That really summed up everything about Skywrath Mage AA, I gotta say.
What is he saying? Oh, man.
I mean, that is the risk. The Chain Stun of the Morphling, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you get it before that waveform comes out. They don't quite connect on it. Crit through everything onto BKB targets like that. He's just like, I gotta try something, but His hero does nothing. I mean, look at him. That is Skywrath Mage support.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run in circles because they bought a BKB and I don't do anything.
Pain, pain, pain.
And Amara, of course, not getting a chance to play.
Yeah.
The Ice Blast coming in here. Calculating. It does cross over Pure.
Okay.
But it will not be followed up by any sort of a nuke, so he's not going to be losing an Aegis.
No concerns. Maybe accidentally.
Oh, no, there it is.
What's that?
Kataomi's got the Wombo combo. The Blink Dagger Lich.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, with Turbo.
Yes.
Turbo Gaming.
I mean, yeah, he'll kill, I think, a lot of these different heroes. Definitely the supports.
What's really scary is that it's the Blink Doom.
Right.
And then the other players kind of like come in, right, to like help out Amar, and that's when the Lich strikes.
I mean, this is what we talked about, right? Like, it's the 2 range supports, but it's 3 melee cores. So if they're in there, you're kind of getting bodied. Like, they're all going to be getting hit by the Chain Frost together.
Oh, it is. It's a setback, but it's not GG or anything here, I will say.
Right.
You know, they got some options here on Falcon. Skeeter's gone for this Armlet Deso. He's got his Blink. He wants to go for an Orchid, so they're trying to find some counterplays here because there is a, no BKB again, like you pointed out, on Pure. So perhaps the Orchid will just get them a win or two as he immediately switches off on into SNY, so never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Yeah, he's like, I got a Skywrath Mage. That's my silence. Why am I buying an Orchid? Miro, in the river, they gotta go.
Oh, they got him caught, and the Chain Frost gets his BKB off. Still, they got the kill on the Doom.
Just get away from me.
Yeah. Get gone.
All right, perfect. You steal a Doom kill in the middle of an Aegis. That is very, very good. Now, there's no BKB on the mag. There's no RP, so they could pressure a tier 2, I think, still pretty safely, but at least you know they're not coming high ground.
Right. They forestalled some of that action.
Kataomi going for a really aggressive ward behind the tower.
Not finding anybody yet. Falcons are a little bit split up at this point. They do finish that BKB.
Oh, they have a
on
ward.
Monkey King.
They see Amar moving. He has no BKB. Oh, he's in trouble. They're drumming.
Yeah.
They're beating the drums of war. Oh, buddy. Blink in 2, 1. He's got no blink.
Yeah, they got him. Amar, another one dead at this point for the Falcons lineup, and Betboom still just looking way too strong.
He just died a second ago.
True enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, Skeeter, he changed his mind again. The Orchid is purchased.
Okay.
He says he saw what's happening. He's like, I gotta make some plays here. I gotta do something. I gotta make a name for myself.
They find another. This is the BKB reaction, though. Save is there. They do not have RP at the ready. Save still living. The BKB tree, they get away.
Dire's top tower
So keeping the Monkey King alive, very important.
Yes, and holding them back.
Yes.
Coping. Pure takes down the tier 2 in the bottom lane. Gonna scoop up some neutrals here. And Falcons gotta find their footing. Gotta figure out a plan. This is the Orchid reveal. They've got some forward vision. They're playing towards their ward right now.
is under attack.
Amara's gonna try not to die in the well. They see Pure on the ward.
Yeah, that's the play. They got to get this guy.
Now again, this is Aegis though, so they're gonna try someone else.
Okay. Kiyotaka, BKB.
It's a good item. What a pesky one.
I mean, again, you're sort of grasping at straws right now for Falcons. Betboom are in a very strong position, at the very least, until you get to the end of this Aegis. Pure is just invincible.
And they want to use that one more time here. They're going to smoke up on Betboom.
Skeeter, they scan,
that's a
know
good
that he's
scan.
there.
All right, double blinks.
Amar blinks away. Skitter, not so much. Chain Frost, that's a lot of skeletons. Kataomi low. Kataomi, he's going to die to this, but so is the Monkey King.
Oh my god, the Chain Frost.
Skitter goes down. Does he have a second life, a way to get out? The blink out is there. Pure, thinking about chasing, is in monkey mode. Throws the Empower out. Pure not fully going in as of yet. They get the silence out. Manta, 4 staff backs away. Still waveform in. Pure doing damage. Crit is dead. Snake King needs another Ice Blast, but they need more of a setup first before they can really throw it. 10,000 gold lead.
That's an Aegis power play right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, still only 1,000 difference throughout the duration of the Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There it goes. All right, well. The good news, the Deso, infinite scale. Okay, not infinite. It's got scaling, you know. Once he gets a kill, that'll be good.
Okay, all
Looking
right,
on the
I see.
upsides here.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Other good news, that ward doesn't see this far that killed Amar, so they might not know the Malrine is directly here. Radiant scanning. Looks like it just missed on to save.
Going all the way to the corner here. And trying to figure out what Malrine is up to. Likely just hoping to cut some waves.
Just being a tree. Bob Rawson.
I mean, this is the thing, right? BetBoom, after the lead that they've built up now, they feel really confident, I think, in just the late game potential of this lineup. So it feels like they're just going to be playing it safe.
Yeah, I like the defensive queen item into just Aegis, being up
Right.
the Shiva's guard. That's perfect. There's something to make sure that you're not going to get blown up in the fight. Give yourselves an opportunity. That being said, there's Ice Blast.
Yeah.
There is RP. There are definitely still some dangers when it comes to going high ground. So if you're BetBoom dragging out a little bit, getting that Roche, playing for a pickoff before you go high ground, those are all things that we're probably going to see them look for, especially with just how generally patient and maybe they're kind of like perfectionists, I guess, of
Okay.
BetBoom. Before
right.
they want to, make their move, they like all their ducks to be in a row. They're not exactly opportunists,
That's fair.
perhaps. So they've shown themselves to be a little bit slow. How
At
slow
least-
can you go?
I mean, but then again, last game, you think about what they did. They ran up high ground with the DK. Don't really have that similar type of hero in this game. Maybe the Morphling with an Aegis, you feel a little bit better about that?
He also is buying the BKB, so
Right.
he is full survival mode, which I think is the right call.
Yeah. Yeah, and now, I mean, you have to kill within the duration of like an RP and a Boundless or something like that with an AA Blast, which is not easy. Bloodthorn completed. So they do have a way to at least pierce the evasion now.
Yeah, Morphling's a crazy hero, huh?
Pretty
How is it you
nuts.
can buy these items and hit for almost 400? And you look at the Wraith King and he hits for like 260.
It's kind of nuts.
That's not cool.
They see save, they see Kiyotaka. Do they want to go for him? Thinking about it. RP connection. Mystic Flare, done.
Okay, Ice Blast hits.
On to Miero, on to save. They walk away. Get a kill, get out. Honestly,
I mean,
pretty good.
they just always have that. That is
Yeah.
something they have to watch for.
I guess that's why this game is so strange, because like if the fights are sort of normal, BetBoom should be able to really outscale them. But in these little pickoff moments, like Ice Blast, Mystic Flare, it's a lot.
Also, keep in mind that, the mid game, Amar was the biggest hero in the game, and he got doomed, I think, 3 times straight, didn't get to play Dota.
Yeah.
So all of the eggs in Falcon's basket were essentially just smashed whenever he died. They certainly depend on him for a lot of the setups for these fights, so.
Roche 50 seconds away. Falcons, we're holding on to that top twin gate. Now back out. So a relatively quick Roche respawn.
They send in Kataomi to scout. Gets a ward down.
Tower is under attack.
See if they can find anybody. Pure TP top. No, cancels. Okay.
Save is staying in the pit.
I think after what happened last game, they're not wanting to give one away like that again. They also have like the Bone Guard skeletons kind of pushing things out a little bit here.
Under attack.
It's a weird separation going on. But Falcons, they're in an area where they could come and contest, and I think RP's going to be back up again. See
Such
if
an
it's set to
awkward
do it.
timing. They're like just close enough for this fight to happen.
The smoke coming down the courier.
Now, last time, BetBoom smoked into them because they had good vision down. This time,
Right.
they don't really see a whole lot. They have vision of the rune. Oh, they're going to see this rune get taken.
Ooh, buddy. Interesting.
All right, well, they know it's Monkey King at least. At least it's not a smoked up hero. That's actually better.
Wait, he's still revealed, though, and now they walk right on into it. Everybody jumps away. Skitter out there. Mag, Amar looks for an opening, doesn't find it quite away, and now Boundless down! They get the Doom off, but look at the damage. A-Blast is out. It's not going to be enough to catch onto the Morphling. Skitter is dead. Can they find a little bit more here? Skitter runs, hides, but there's nowhere left to go. Mystic Flare onto Miero, but he's going to be the only one really going down here. Wait a minute, maybe not save also. TP's out.
Ulti.
A chance, an opportunity? No.
I want to chase for another one too, though. Snake in, Glimmer, TP.
Dun, dun,
Invisibility
dun, dun, dun.
is invincibility.
Still.
Okay, so...
Another fight where Amar doesn't get to play Dota.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue. Oh, man, these smokes out of Roche have been fantastic. That was really good last game, and it worked for them again there, too. Great ward on the rune. Like, the smoke, you know, not paying off for them in that one. Kind of tipping their hand a little bit there.
Wow. Roche is theirs if they want it. They're not going to.
I mean, they know it's coming top. They'll set up, they'll prep, but
right.
crit. Okay, crit. No, he's got to be really sneaky here.
Look at this
Getting the
move.
ward down. He's going to watch. Oh, jeez.
They have Ice Blast.
Crit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay.
I mean, they'll have vision. There's some interesting things going on here.
Wait
a minute. Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, BKB.
All right, BKB down. BKB down.
Let's go.
We're making plays.
Crit is messing with them.
Evacuate.
That was pretty good.
That is good. That means if there's a fight now, there's no BKB here. Roche immediately bashing Kiyotaka. He's down. He's Team Falcons.
They're not going to get there in time.
I mean, they're still trying.
They're late and they get it.
Oh, but look, the banner. Look, the chaos. They're panicking. All right, they get the banner.
You're really selling it here.
Yeah, we gotta keep them engaged. We're on the second monitor, Lyrical. We're trying to get to primary monitor status right now on their setups, okay?
That's true.
Yeah. Late game would get put back. Right now, we've been moved over right now. They started queuing for their pub.
Okay, I see. Lincoln Sphere going to be the next one. I mean, and I honestly do think that we might be going late game with this one because I don't think Betfilm feel confident like going high ground over and over again.
BKB is there. If he gets unstunned, he's dead.
In the duration of a stun?
Ganking right into the Aegis squad. Pure busy at the Tormentor. Not there to help his friend. How will that affect the relationship?
Okay.
Shard goes to
Therapist
Doom.
Trent.
Shard goes to Doom. And that is you losing a tier 2 while you have Aegis. Oh, whoa, Pure just TP to the tier 2. Ooh, gotta be a little bit scary here.
They're bringing in numbers. Katomi lays down the sentry. They go Octarine on Doom. I mean, this gold lead, it's getting cut down.
It's kind of nothing right now.
Yeah.
With a kill like that and getting all over the map, they're going to lose a lot of that lead because this tower's about to fall down. They're going to be farming backwards from here. So it's going to be like a 4K lead by the time this is all said and done.
I really thought that Betboom were going to start really putting the clamps on this game a lot more. And I don't know if it's the vision or what exactly it all is that's causing this, but
I still can't believe how good that 15 talent is with the 1 second stun. That really just made all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was just Bloodthorn plus the Skywrath Mage Ancient Seal to help out, and just everything dumped on top of that clean for the kill.
It's pretty nuts.
Oh, the Timeless Relic for Amar. If he gets to cast RP in one of these fights, it's going to be sick.
Yeah, how many times has he even cast RP in this game?
He just gets doomed so many times.
He has the Lincolns now. I don't remember if he had it in the last fight, too. He did? All right, well. Maybe he needs the refresher for the Lincolns instead. Who knows?
We'll figure it out. How many Aeon discs are we building this game? Queen of Pain is building one.
Is she really?
Kataomi's building one.
I mean, it makes sense against this lineup, right? Like, the RP, you need an answer to it.
I can be Wraith King too. The idea. 2 chances in this fight. That's the plan.
Just putting a little bit of fear there into Pure. Throws a random Boundless out there.
Around him, though. They're going to bring him under the veil and all move together. They're all going directly under a Falcon's ward right now. But they seem to have an idea. Skeeter's
there's creeps hitting the tier 3 tower. This is the type of play that makes me a little bit worried about Betboom.
Dude, I don't know. Skitter's killing that wave. He might die here. for one neutral camp.
Does have BKB.
Yeah, he doesn't have TP for 7 seconds, though.
Oh, Skitter. All right, well, he'll have it back up again in 3. Oh, he already popped BKB.
Wait, okay.
Oh, my God. Dude, how?
Nah.
There were so many ways that could have gone better. Unfortunate. Well, it ends up working out. I was going to say that it makes me worry because I didn't think they were going to find anybody, but Skitter stuck around a bit too long there.
He got that small camp, though.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's
some
true.
value there. That's a lot of gold.
Dead shot connects onto Snay. Now it's Falcons that are in some trouble as
Let
he
him
gets
go.
caught.
Let him go, man.
Run, 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 run.
They got crit 2 mid.
Oh, wow.
Crumbling.
What a couple of minutes that one was there.
Oh, Mar. All right. The blink's not enough there for Gato. He can't get in range.
As soon as they have this Queen of Pain back alive, reasserting dominance from Bedboom.
Friendly reminder to buy Shiva's card right there. Finding him in the tree line like that.
Yeah.
That is a massive kill to get for the team. The timings were so close, too. If he was just a little bit later, if the TP had been up and the BKB was there, maybe there's a chance. Of course, you know, they've got some other tools in this one, too, so can't even know if that would have saved him.
So Mag, he's got the refresher up.
Yes, for the Lincolns, as you said.
Well, not just the Lincolns, but the other thing is that if
maybe
you look,
his spells?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Just anything.
Yeah.
He needs to hit a couple of heroes with his RP, not just because it's good to win the game,
right?
But if he doesn't, he doesn't have the mana. He took the 15 talent where he gets extra stats.
Yes.
For hitting heroes with RP.
Plus 12 all stats per hero hit for 20 seconds.
Yeah. Got some great music coming in there. But if he doesn't hit them, then I don't think he actually has the mana to do this.
Okay, so just hit RP. Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Arrow.
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
Well, that is Doom down.
Miro's just like, wait a second, what? What do you mean? What does the spell even do anymore? Man, that is a crazy amount of damage, though, isn't it? You have like 800 HP in your own well after TPing out.
It makes me think about that one facet that is like, it increases the damage the longer it goes. Whoa. Oh. Save. Mystic Flare. Atos. Done. Oof. And it really is just about like who finds the initiation, who gets on top of who.
Yeah, the burst is crazy in this one. And that's without Ice Blast as well, by the way.
Right.
Is this how bad Chilling Touch is? I didn't even notice he was on stats. Some beefy AA.
Doesn't feel like it's worth it to keep leveling that one. Wisdom Rune. Skitter. This is fake Morphlings on the high ground. So Skitter starts hitting the tier 3 tower. Says, come deal with me. Force out the glyph, backs out. Very interesting. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I think this is the window where I feel like BetBoom are just so strong as a lineup. If we get to like another 20 minutes from right now, they're still strong, but that's when Dota just breaks down and everything becomes crazy. As crit, just never gonna be able to get out of that one.
Oh, that's just some crazy stuff there. He's level 20.
Yeah.
Chain Frost on Death is now online.
What a game from Katomi.
Yeah, I think he's pretty excited this hero's in the meta. You said it, buddy.
Jeez.
Crit rethinking life decisions. Shoddy picking Lich?
Oh,
how do I wind up with Skywrath Mage?
Yeah, that would be nice. Some extra Ice Blast duration, maybe?
Yep. Might be enough. Change the game, perhaps. Oh, that's a big item.
Is that
all these
his
defensive
first,
items?
Yeah, his first damage item. Get rid of the Eternal Shroud now.
He's like, I haven't hit with an Ice Blast in a while.
Oh, if he shows, though, on that creep wave, they're all setting up over here.
Well, he's also got some friends nearby, too, though.
Yeah, Pure playing it safe.
Save. Beating the drums of war. Amara practicing his RPs.
Okay. Just wants to get to use it. It's been so long. Oh, and he's going to go Harpoon next. Interesting. Yeah, so much of this game right now, positioning where you decide to take a fight can make all the difference.
We're missing the mids.
Skitter's there.
It's 4v3.
Dead shot pulls him in. Waveform away. Pure is running forward.
Kiyotaka's lurking on the back line, trying to see if this fight
Skitter
develops.
hunting. Pure, they see him. Miro's off to the side too. Kiyotaka dead. Now they gotta be careful about this Doom. Can they cover him? Keep Skitter alive. Doom up on the high ground. Skitter glimmered. They walk away.
He's trying to go back in there. Kataomi looking for his big play. Doesn't get the blink off.
Kataomi not in the play that he wanted.
Genius. Don't kill him or he chain frosts.
Ice Blast. Don't. Not going to be able to connect. So Kataomi gets out. Save. Gets a glimpse of the Ice Blast.
Hey, he's going to say, hey, it went off there, buddy. You're safe.
And this is one part that's kind of nice, right? Like having this Wraith King that can kind of go in and make a few things happen, see if something works out or not.
Yep.
It's pretty value.
Especially when he gets refresher eggs after this Roche.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So 20 to 30, only 9K separating these two squads. It's been just about that difference for a long time now. As Malrine caught and killed.
Yeah, he's been doing some solo exercises here for a while.
Yeah, and well, he actually is going to be back up pretty close to the time Roche is respawning. We'll see if they are able to make a fight happen for it.
A guaranteed nighttime Roche, though, so BetBoom have the advantage when it comes to the buybacks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Miro on the hunt. That skeleton passing by.
Scouting Ice Blast does run into Pure up there.
Yeah, now they see that Miro's in the area and they're going to skewer away. Sonic Wave.
That's clearing some creeps, you know.
Fair.
Dire's
Do what you gotta do.
is under attack.
Kiyotaka's still sitting with that potential to assemble Aeon Disc as well.
All right, now Skitter has Refresher, so they have more answers now and ways to send him in and keep him alive. Also, in power, he's really starting to hit hard. Went for that attack speed talent.
Radiant
20.
are scanning.
Nobody home here defending against this.
Going up with no Monkey King, just saying, hey, where's your teammates? You guys just sitting in Roche, huh? Guess what? It's taking a while.
Yeah. Skitter taking a lot of damage.
Pure and
is
Save
dead.
are finally TPing. Pure's coming home. As Roche spawns.
Skitter backs away. BKB pops.
Refresher's out now.
Does have it. Might need to use it. Waiting, turning, punching. Pops Refresher now.
He's going for it. He didn't get blink though.
Be careful about this one. Can they get out? Are they diving too far? Are they thinking about going back? You can't go back in now.
Now you go Roche.
Yeah.
As Falcons, because you pulled them out of it. So it's a race to the Roche pit. Snaking, he is low on mana, but it's okay. It's enough for an Ice Blast.
Can they do this quickly enough,
the
though?
Scythe. The Scythe for crit 2. Big for this fight. That could be a huge reveal. Because there's no save. For Pure, he has no BKB. He has the Trickster Cloak, so his Magic Evasion, sure, it's still good, but there's no Lincolns there to help him.
If they can find Pure...
There's also the double Doom here from Miro, too.
Vision not great at this point.
He's got himself the Lincoln's Popper. There's
Lords,
the Vision.
They get on Snaking.
They don't see him. He's too sneaky.
I mean, this has now become really hard to try and head in this direction.
They're just TPing home. They're just going to push it out. They're going to let it go.
I mean, Falcons, again, you want that perfect fight as opposed to trying to come on in and contest this. It does mean you're going to have to deal with another Aegis.
Yeah, another Ice Blast will come in here, but it won't matter. It's going to steal Roche, though? No.
So Aghanim Scepter. And Kiyotaka looks to be taking that one for himself. Still has not connected his Aeon Disc. So that's something else to keep in mind.
Yeah, very annoying to play against.
Vision game really becoming the most important part of this game.
Yeah, for so many reasons. Like the Dooms coming out from BetBoom, the Scythe on crit, just the immediate blow potential that you have on Falcons if anyone just dares get stunned for a moment. Pure,
A couple of wards over here.
he's going through as they're getting wrapped around on.
Dire also have some vision. Crits in vision right now. Miro pops the BKB, walks away. Has to be careful about his positioning. Malrine caught, but the BKB is already there. Ice Blast thrown. Malrine, he's doing fine for the moment. Kiyotaka jumps in, but Puri's caught. The Hex, do they have any follow-up? No, nothing.
Amar's
Not
on the
a
outside.
thing.
Amar's looking.
He's hoping, but they can't do anything.
No.
They're just going to try and get out with everybody. Malrine is already dead.
Yeah, once he's down, it's over. The lead continues to grow here for BetBoom. Another tricky play here from Falcons, but
Radiant are scanning.
not able to find the quick blow-ups that they need in these fights to make it really work.
Right.
Gonna steal away a Wisdom Rune. They have that going for them at least, but now it's a refresher bot from Pure too.
I mean, he's just getting everything.
Bottom tower.
Wraithkin gets 25 with that Wisdom Rune still stolen away. So more crits.
That is kind of a crazy amount of damage.
Yeah.
I think they kill anyone in a stun. Like, if they're just able to wail for like 2 seconds, you're pretty much gone.
That's all it takes. Which is why these Aeon Discs are so valuable. Pure does not have one still, and they have that Hex at the ready. Pure...
They can't spend anything big on this, though, because of the Aegis.
Yeah, they need the Hex really from... Well, I mean, they're going to use the Ice Blast everything.
All right, refresh, BKB.
Second salvo. Skitter, I mean, he's going to be able to stay alive for a while here, most likely. Actually, Refresher's on cooldown. He gets the blink out. That's Rax, not quite down as of yet, and now... Crit back alive. They can go for a second one. RP pulls him in.
That's
the
stun.
follow-up to Hex, where is it? They need him desperately to bring him down, but Pure, he gets it off. Able to walk away from this. Crit ended up going to the other side of the fight,
Pure!
and now Pure just doing every damn thing. The skewer through the connection for the kill, but a big Wukong's command won't be enough. Skitter pops Refresher. He's back alive again. Only a ranged Rax so far has gone down.
Ice Blast is back.
Looking,
He's looking.
hunting. Ice Blast connects onto Pure. Skitter going toe-to-toe with them. Trying to take down Pure. Can they do it? Need a few more hits. He's still invis, pulled back in by the mag, but living.
He's frostbitten still, but they can't find any more damage.
It's not enough. Not quite enough. Will Satanic can get back up to full.
The lead continues to grow here. And Pure's not done.
Yeah, he's still willing to stick around for a little bit longer.
Oh, that skewer stealing them back out of the fountain, trying to get back to safety was such a nice play.
I thought Crit was going to go on to Pure, but he headed off to the other side of the fight.
Just trying to stop the saving potential, I
Amar
suppose.
gets his blink broken.
That's silence for the queen.
Kiyotaka so ready. Waiting, hunting, they want it bad. They can't quite get the kill onto Malrine, but
you're
Skitter
thrown.
now finds him. Damage out, but the throne exposed. Do they have enough to stop it? Ice Blast out, almost killing him. Fury waveform through. The damage, they get the glyph.
no.
Last second, an opportunity.
frostbitten.
He's still frostbitten. They need just a little bit more. Katomi right-clicking. The support's trying to take it down. Miero, he's gonna hit it down to death. GG is called. BetBoom pull out a thriller in the end, as they will take the victory 2-1.
Ooh. All right, game one. You know, we wondered, are they awake now? I think they woke up. Game two, game three, looking like a totally different team here from BetBoom. Figuring their moves out on the map and taking some pretty quick leads, just kind of holding it out. And Falcons, man, they were trying to cooking up some pretty shifty shenanigans through that mid game.
Oh yeah.
Constantly wrapping behind, getting this vision, but they weren't able to connect some of these spells. And, I mean, you can definitely come back to that, as these are some hard heroes to execute on. There's a reason why we don't tend to see them all too often.
And even though the entire game pretty much